Okay, folks. Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delay today. I'm afraid I've been trying to sort character stuff out. So, you start out with your cleric level. You start out with your the maximum roll you could possibly get on the dice, plus your combat. Plus 2. So, you don't need to
absolutely wrecked.
No, I think that
18. Are you making him roll or can you take the average?
What, the hit points? Either or, whichever you want. What's your con mod? Yeah, that's not bad. It's quicker as well, and I'm not going to lie. It's almost 8 o'clock, so that's probably why.
5, so 5, 3 times 15, plus 3 twos, 6. That is 21 plus 10, 13. You have 31 hit points.
21 plus 10.
Plus 10 from the starting level.
Plus...
Starting level was the maximum.
plus 10.
So it's 31 hit points for the Right, hello. Well, you may notice we're actually helping somebody create a character right now. What sort of other stuff to sort of
Clerics have shotguns and pistols, don't they? Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll do this.
Okay, so folks,
Choose a gun. That's the real one. Glock?
Glockenspiel?
No.
You can't shoot with Glockenspiel, right? Or you can shoot magazines.
Glock is made by Glock.
yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ICNI Broadcasting System. Tonight, bringing to you war.
Do your...
Dungeons and Dragons, Men in Black. So, let me just get back to the notice screen. Hello, everybody. I'm currently walking through our new potential player. Oh, what was that? Shut the fuck up. I'm walking through our new potential player through walking through it.
Oh, it's not ghost.
Do you want to block 17 and 19 or 22?
I have all of them so I can use them.
No.
Where would I put that? You'll probably want to put it in additional class features. Which is page 2.
No, you can put it in weapons.
Oh yeah, you can put it in weapons as well. So yes, hello everybody. I apologise for us being a bit discombobulated today, but I'm afraid, yes.
That's just the day.
Yeah, it is a bit. Your dog is high on ketamine right now.
He really is. He is high as fuck.
Now,
And very much just laid in front.
well, let me introduce you to the poor saps who are with me today for this mess. I'm joined tonight by
Toby.
James.
Edward?
Lawrence. Dave.
Luke?
and myself.
Why are you lying? The name's Moose.
One of them hasn't even finished making it.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll do the characters in a minute. Right.
Now, I'm not the one running today's. I'm not the one running today's session. It is Ed,
Hello.
who is. Ed, would you like to talk us through what your world is like?
Of course, yes. So, we will be playing tonight my own homebrewed version of the Men in Black, based on the comics by Lee Cunningham, not so much the films starring Will Smith. And they are currently on the trail of a missing child in the home counties of England. And we are... You haven't even actually set off from the base yet, have you? No, so we... Have you?
No, we haven't.
No, we're in the car. Yeah, so we're in the car.
We got to the car.
I think we
didn't settle.
might have been driving to... No.
On a Land Rover.
In that case, I'm going to backtrack a bit. You've not actually set out yet, because I need to introduce a new character.
Damages 1d8.
We have to get into a different car.
No, you're in the same car, you're locked in now.
Yeah, I'm not fucked.
What's the range for that? Scroll down. Into your equipment. Range is 65.
The sentence you don't want to say, whose car am I in?
Especially
Shit, I'm in the wrong car.
if you wake up
Yeah.
with your limbs bound.
That's what
Good idea.
is.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
14th mythology.
Is it speaking?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You can't prove anything. Sorry.
Is that where that weekend went?
No.
He
Definitely
doesn't
not.
talk about that weekend.
No, no one talks about that weekend. I've signed the OSA,
OSA.
the Official Secrets Act.
Ah. Right, so what else do we need to do? We also need to do all your numbers. Now, see where it says a thing next to it? If there's no dot, you just write the number that's down there from the appropriate one into it.
I'll type it to James.
If there is a dot, you add that. Okay?
Oh
So
my!
I'll leave you to work
God.
your way through those. So, as we are getting set up, perhaps we should introduce everybody else's characters while Luke or Moose, what do you prefer?
Not one.
Okay. Luce continues
He is
working through
Luce.
his character.
He's in the army, in a room full of boys.
He's a pongo.
He's in the army, he's not in the navy.
No, he's still in the room full of men.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't really matter actually. Yeah.
You're not denying it. Anyway, so if you would like to introduce your characters, folks.
My character is called Wallace, and he is an AA. He's a Durga artificer.
And this is actually the longest character you've had. Without dying.
Yes, we've only played like 4 sessions.
Yeah.
Let James go.
I'm playing Detective Davenport, the reborn wizard. Oh, we've got one ready.
He's playing everybody else.
I'm not doing a character tonight, man.
I'm Lawrence again. I'm playing Ardenrath Dark Stalker, and I'm a Drow Elf fighter rogue.
Oh yes, Mr. Child Stalker. I forgot about that.
Oh, God. I'm so glad I did.
Which one to play?
He stole the child!
No, he's an expert in this current mission because he is the Child Stalker.
Oh God.
I'm the child catcher.
Oh.
Do you have the long nose of the cat?
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got
And
like
all three
the
today.
catch pole and the net.
That man scares the shit out of me.
He should. He's supposed to.
Understandably, it's fucking
He
terrifying.
goes, "Don't worry, lads, I've got this. What are you going to do, child? I've got some sweets."
Yeah. He gets a van with blacked out windows and a partition behind the driver's seat.
He's got a pound crossed out on his side.
Oh no!
That's what Land Rover is.
Oh God!
Funny enough, there's actually one parked outside.
Oh Jesus!
Is it my turn?
Yes,
Yes,
it's your
uh,
turn.
I'm Dave again, and I'm playing Finbar, the human druid.
Sweet.
He's
You
a
are, in
variant human.
I am V, as you should know by now, and I am currently playing Carlos Larson, who is a completely normal human.
Definitely.
He's totally not Cathislar, the Yuan-Ti bard, at all.
No.
No. He doesn't eat small bits of jerky to help maintain his disguise at all.
It's definitely not a people.
No.
Notice I said a people there.
Yes.
Are we ready for an intro for Luke's character?
Would you be willing to introduce us to your character, or do you want some help, still?
Fast one, please.
Sure. We'll keep going then. So your initiative bonus will be...
And while we're waiting, I am playing everybody else in the world.
You big player.
Apparently.
Let's go over
Yeah,
what arm we
there
can
you
get.
go.
Really should just write down all of your bloody agent code names, shouldn't I?
Scroll down.
The theorem that everything returns to crap.
Yeah, it's written down.
Everything does return to crab. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not a theory, it's true. Every crab returns to crab.
Next one.
Ed is just crab.
Ed is crab.
I am crab. Am crab.
And
Yes.
crab.
Am crab. S.
Next you get a set of scale.
Shall I actually
names
write
that
down
are
the
changed.
past?
Now, let me just check which
What
one
is my agent?
would be best for you.
I'll let you know.
I don't remember mine either.
Going around the table.
Do you not write yours down?
Agent on.
Oh God, no.
14 plus your dexterity for a mask.
I wrote mine down.
It was orange colour.
Finbar.
Do you have disadvantage on stealth?
We could have all been
You
agents.
are-
Slightly different.
You are Delta Puce. Because of course we all decided to choose
Oh, yeah.
stupid fucking colours.
What was mine?
Oh, probably fucking chartreuse or some bollocks. Butternut. That was it.
Oh yeah, butternut.
Oh yeah, we went on amazing name colours, didn't we?
Armor class is 16, so it wouldn't.
Amber. You actually had a
Amber.
relatively sensible one.
But it doesn't use
Hang on, hang on.
Agent
Hang on.
Amber.
Okay, but let's have 11.
Yeah, so you. Right, so.
But we dealt around.
Yeah, you're Delta Amber, yeah. You are Lawrence, aren't you? Not Lawrence.
Sorry, did you say
Oh, you
ball?
are LAU.
You're ball rinse.
Yeah, see, he likes to rinse his balls. He's got to keep them young and fresh.
Lawrence.
Always remember, when doing firefighting, make sure to rinse your balls.
Ed, are you allowing us to have studded leather?
Yeah.
Equivalent. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so studded leather would be
You're a-
12 plus your dex mod, which in
Oh,
your
oh,
case would just be 13. So
You're a grave cleric. Get medium.
yeah, I know. I was just discussing his options.
Oh, get medium, mate. Get medium.
So
Way
scale
better.
roll, which gives you an AC in your case of 14 plus 4. 14 plus 1. So can you split that? Roll it.
James. What's your
Oh.
name?
14 plus 1.
So,
You're going to hit me in the face then.
barrel
Unless you get a shield. Get into that in a minute.
Why do you like
Increase your AC.
A very appropriate name for your
You're
character.
also going
What?
light crossbow. and
No,
20
Delta
for any
Bourbon.
simple-
I do appreciate
I think for the sake of this, you can just treat it that you have the gun instead.
that.
Would you allow him to take his gun instead of a light crossbow?
Oh yeah. Yeah, why the fuck would you have a cross? Well,
Silent.
I will give you the option to have both of them, so then you've got a silent option and a loud option.
Yeah, because I am doing my one of the things I've taken stealth.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it might be
I'll
like to
you
give
can
them
have both.
useful.
I'll let you have both. The crossbow that you have will be like a modern compound crossbow.
Hunting crossbow.
Yeah, a hunting crossbow.
So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
put down light crossbow and
They have
20
no
bolts-
grabs.
Look at
I'm sorry, could you rephrase that?
They have no grabs.
all
They have no crab left.
Oh, all right.
Like pet crabs, land crabs, vampire crabs.
When I put the offer down on tag crowns.
Yeah,
Yes, you can
that's
put
so
that as
funky.
light crossbow. We'll worry
Get
about
them
the
in, like-
attack in a minute. Though.
There's literally one called Disco Vampire Crab.
They're pretty fun. You also might want to put your warhammer there as well.
Yeah, really beady.
That is a brilliant
You
album.
get a choice of priest pack or explorer's pack
That is a pretty good album, mate.
because it's got better stuff in it.
No, Disco by the Vampire
And you can
Crab.
have also
Yeah.
a shield and a holy
Yeah.
symbol.
Yeah.
You are entirely right.
You need the holy symbol to cast your spells,
Ooh.
and your shield gives you plus 2 AC. So in shield. And then bump your AC to
Yes.
15 brackets.
I wonder why.
When you know it's
Oh,
only when you- Right. So, sorry for the, again, disruption, folks. We are getting there. But
Children always take them.
could you care to describe the situation that we are dealing with?
If I have a name for a character.
Are you seriously going with that name?
Yes.
What have you got?
Oh, you're a dragonborn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that can be your real name. I would suggest you do what Ian has done as well and have a
Human name.
human name. Yeah, like a cover name.
What's it called? Brawl.
A more normal human name.
Please choose a more normal human name.
What if you pick your human name?
No. That's my character's name that you are. No.
Is it?
Like, no, you need to pick another, like a human name, bro. Call him Bruce.
Fuck it.
Is his last name John?
Does that mean I'm gonna die?
Durgeon.
Shit.
I don't get that.
Do you want to have a surname?
Durgeon.
Because otherwise, people will just be looking at you like
Durgeon the Dragon.
you don't
Durgeon
have a
Dragon.
surname.
I haven't got a surname.
My parents don't love me enough.
In fairness,
No,
we
we're
do
like-
actually
we're
have
like
two
Cher
people on
and
the table
Madonna.
that don't have surnames already. Wallace and Finbar.
We're like Cher and Madonna.
I hate you both. Right. Okay. Fine. Tell us about what. Do you want hand describing them?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
You want to give him a hand?
So give a basic outline, and I will help flesh it out for you.
My character's Dragonborn and his name Dar, whereas human name's Bruce.
With vibrant gold scales, Dur.
Oh, so he's not a silver dragon.
No. With vibrant gold scales, Dur stands at a height of pretty tall, so probably around 7 foot.
Yeah.
So somewhere just shy of 7 foot tall. He's big. Dragonborn also tend to be on the beefier side, so you don't have to be, but they do tend to be larger built.
They probably
I
got.
said on the thing like £250.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, that's about right.
Age, they tend to age a little bit.
I'm
faster.
270.
Yeah, but he's 7 foot.
Yeah, I'm shorter.
Ed is greatly offended right now.
I am. How dare you?
Pretty.
He has green eyes, golden scales, basically. He is 250 pounds. He's just shy of 7 foot. How old are you? How old do you want to be?
Choose a relatively normal human lifespan for Dragonborn. They don't generally live too much longer than a human.
They can live less.
They live less.
They tend to die off a bit earlier.
Wow.
So he's 25. So he's
Yeah,
in his
25 is good.
Mid-20s.
25 is fine. Yeah.
He doesn't have hair because he's a dragonborn.
Yeah.
However, what does your human appearance have?
So all of
Sorry?
you.
I'm bold.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. That works. Have you got the same coloured eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. That'd be cool.
Vibrant green eyes.
Yeah, nice.
Motherfucker.
Right.
That's the same as me, isn't it? As well, actually, now I think about it.
I think what is it? 1, 2, 3
It is.
people. So
An entire party of green-eyed freaks.
And
comes
they
to me.
wonder why the men in black have a weird reputation.
This is why we all wear.
Black eyes.
This is why we all wear dark glasses.
yeah,
It's true. You do all wear dark glasses.
And suits.
Yeah, you wear sunglasses.
We look sharp in suits.
You do look sharp in suits. Would Delta Gold be
Oh,
appropriate as a code name for you?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you are now Delta Gold.
Delta Gold.
Delta Viridian. Delta Butternut.
Yep.
What was yours?
Delta Bourbon.
Delta Bourbon.
Delta Amber.
And
Delta Puce.
Take your headphones off. We're playing games.
Yeah, we are in now, mate. Are we all done?
I will still need to do a few things, but I can do them easy enough.
Okay, right.
So I need to sort out his spells.
Yeah, spells and fucking shit. Yeah, that's the thing.
Why the hell do you play?
No, it's a
Cleric
good.
is
it's a good
easier than alternatives. So
Yeah, it's the
I played
easiest
a
card.
bard as my first.
my first character was a wizard.
Was
I like how
I think mine was always
well.
well. B/mega.
One
E.
yeah, I think it was.
3 years ago when we joined.
don't worry
Fuck,
about
you really threw yourself into the deep end.
Podcasting Divine
You've been with us for 2 years.
That's great.
Yeah, you have. I know. No, my first character was a fucking monk. Easy.
Yeah, an elephant monk.
Yeah.
Were you going to destroy him?
Yeah. Loved it.
Oh, your
Loved
stars.
it.
That's not. No,
He was
that's fifth
very
level.
I did enjoy.
I
it.
miss his dancing
He
stick.
actually was a drug dealer.
He definitely was.
I think he probably was.
I miss his dancing stick though.
Oh, the dancing stick. Yeah.
You have the dancing stick.
Can you bring that back?
I love the fact. I love the fact that you introduced that as a genuine joke item at level 5, and it kept its utility till level 19.
Yeah. You
Like-
used it at level 20, for fuck's sake.
I never got there.
I
You,
did.
you were the only one that got to level 20.
No,
I didn't.
I did.
Oh, did you? Oh, I know. I don't think I ever got there.
I didn't.
sure you did actually.
Oh, maybe I did. I'm not sure.
I didn't. My characters died too often.
That's true. But like, it was so fucking useful.
It was brilliant.
It was brutally efficient as well.
You need to bring it back in your characters.
You just want that stick back.
We do. Because
This entire party wants my stick. It's
Dog brain. They want this. They want a stick.
Oh yeah, dog brain. That's true.
Right. Shall I begin, everybody?
Yes,
Are we
please
all
do.
ready? Right.
You will sting comfortably.
No, never.
So,
Should probably go to a doctor.
You might have hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
No, it's more my back.
Luke, would you like me to introduce you in the story, or would you like to do a little bit of introduction yourself?
Into the story.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so as you are all...
I was trying to say yes, introduce me
Yes,
to the story.
he's
still
doing
working
some
on it.
subtle suggestion for me.
I was
so-
trying to not be obvious on camera, you see.
As you are all getting into the cars to leave through the garage, you see running up to you one of Mr. Black's aides that you recognise from... What? What?
Just mapping at the wet ends.
That you're laughing at a very serious disease.
It's more the. It doesn't. Work.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter, does it? Right, so you see one of his aides-de-camps running up to you, and they say to you, Delta Team, We have another member for your party. Mr. Black thought that it might be prudent that you have another member to come along with you, considering you don't know what you're getting into. And behind you, you see, out of the human guys, a 7-foot gold dragonborn walking towards you. And for the sake of brevity, they will wordlessly get into the car, and you are all free to drive off. So who was driving?
What? I think someone else is all.
Bob, I'm in your car. if I remember correctly.
Cool.
1.2 feet.
Did we make a decision as to who was in whose car?
I do point.
Don't think it matters really, does it?
No.
Okay, so you all go to drive out the portal. The portal opens up. You all drive out. You are all deposited in the London car park. So you will have to do a little bit of driving out of the London.
This car park on your next level.
Closer to the
You weren't going into the home counties.
We don't have one in every street.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's only like 6
really
in the
should.
entire country, mate. One per district. So you are deposited here,
Dexterity is trying to hit you.
and you will be driving out of that. So
It's
you are sent through the sat-nav coordinates to a town called Little Gentington, or not a town, a village called Little Gentington, which is in, where would it be? Oxfordshire, I'm going to say. So, are you just going to make your way straight there?
It'll stay at 4.
Yeah.
Next one. You
Cool.
can go.
Awesome. So,
we head to the spell list.
You make your way there without incident. There is no problems.
Yes.
When you get there, you see a very quaint sort of home counties village. All red brick buildings with nice white painted, very clean lines as the accents. And you are directed to a particular house. Outside the house, it seems completely normal. What would you like to do?
So this is the house that the child frequented?
No, this is the house that the child lived in.
Yeah.
Frequented. Yeah.
Just to help you remember, because I'm gonna do this.
Go and knock on the door.
Okie dokie.
And
They said they disappeared in the woods.
They
yeah,
did, yes.
So it,
Do we?
there's no tracks past the forest entrance.
So you notice that there is in fact a large woodland. Well, I say a large woodland. One of those like there's like a woodland attached to a village. It's one of those. It doesn't look too huge, but it looks large enough.
Was there a police report on the incident we got to read? Or
There was, and it was very sparse. There really wasn't much that they could find at all.
Would that change it?
Yeah,
Just child is missing.
yeah, it-
Basically,
possibly
child has-
supernatural, but yeah, possibly supernatural due to there's literally no evidence bar the foot tracks that stop at the entrance of the forest.
when you
I
then take a
mean,
rest, you can swap out what's
we could talk to parents and learn out the name, but other than that, if there's no evidence, I don't really think the parents are going to know much. I think we should just go straight to the forest.
It's entirely up to you guys.
What do you guys reckon?
I think it might be worth checking with the parents just to see if they've got any thing we can got. Not that we don't have anyone's got any scent abilities.
I can turn into
Whatever.
So I was about to say I would like a teddy bear or something that I can keep in a ziploc, and then when we get there, I can turn into a dog. Or and then
It's an interesting idea. I like that. Yeah. Mhm.
Not a bad idea.
Riverdale is pretty good.
Yes.
Oh,
You might want to sneak and do
make
that.
the same.
It's a bit weird thing to ask.
Can I have one of your children's teddy bears, please? I would like to sniff it.
My name's
You could say that we have special equipment that can detect
Don't tell me, man. I'm the DM. Tell them. Tell them.
Yeah, we can say that we would like an item that
It's personal to them and may have
Yeah.
some residues that we can use to help track them.
if we
Yeah,
get
yeah.
we get scent dogs or anything in.
Or our equipment.
Yes.
Again, you're not even in the house yet. This is all just theory crafting at the minute. So,
This is what this particular spell does.
Well-
so for future reference, we don't need to write this all down.
you are welcome to go and knock on the door if you
Knock
would
on the
like.
door.
Because I can keep
Are you human?
He's probably the most human out of all of you, actually.
I'm a very, very small.
Oh yeah, you actually are. Yeah.
I mean, at the moment,
Yeah, you're a SWAT human. You're an undead human.
I am a real human.
You're
wearing-
yeah.
You're a human, I don't know it's human.
Yeah,
I'm a
you're all
humanoid.
wearing your
I'm a humanoid.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're all wearing your make me look human things anyway, so you're all fine.
I would
Yeah.
like to change that to look like a
Yeah.
British
Anyway,
police.
you don't have a
Okay,
Or-
so you do know you've all been provided with your national police agency identifications, hence why the black suits wouldn't arouse suspicion, because NPA operatives, you know,
what do you mean?
are basically plainclothes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not
So
bad one to
that
have.
doesn't draw any suspicion at all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna knock on the door then.
Okie dokie.
This is essential
So,
for your clients
you go up and you knock on the door.
because you can do it remotely.
After a few moments, the door is answered by essentially what you can imagine is a sort of generic white dude. A very generic white man.
A white man.
A white man? No! Yeah, he seems to be in his early 40s, and he looks depressed is the wrong word, but certainly somber. Distraught, that's the word
I
for
mean,
it.
his kid's just been kidnapped, so you know.
Huh?
Somber or sober?
No, somber. Sober is probably not what he is, to be perfectly honest, after losing a child. But
What was the name of the
Very
child?
careless.
you don't know yet. Go and ask.
We haven't. He said you just
We
haven't.
have the files.
You have had the files, yeah.
I
So,
would have read the files on the way here.
okie dokie then. Alright. So his name is
Oh
James.
no! Wait, I was driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
couldn't
I
read-
would.
I was
I'll
driving
read
as
the
well.
file on the way
Do they
here.
have it in audiobook?
You know the name of the person. What would you have told
Well,
us?
he's in my car.
Yeah, it would have been,
Would you have told us before we went in?
that would have been a reasonable thing to do.
What's the guy's name?
His name is James Wainwright. His wife is Elizabeth Wainwright, and the missing child is Jessica Wainwright.
Mr. Wainwright, I presume.
Yes.
I'm here with. I hold up the agency-approved badge.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking into the disappearance of your daughter, and I wondered if we might ask a few questions and possibly gather a little evidence before we go looking for her.
Ah, right. Can I see your badge again?
Certainly.
Oh. I can't say I've ever heard of you before.
We like to keep our activities on the quiet, so it's harder for people to interfere.
Right. Right, I see.
Namely, we want to make sure that criminals don't know we're coming.
Well, yeah, that sounds good.
As a result, I would like to ask that you keep quiet about our involvement, not from the other officers, but from any press or family members aside from yourself.
Right. Yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course.
Now, to the end, we need examples of any materials that are close to your daughter. We can look for pheromonal traces that can help us track her down.
Right. Are you using like sniffer dogs or something?
And some
Yes.
technology.
Right.
I'm,
Well-
I'm basically trying to give this guy the impression that we've got the special shit.
Yes. So come in, please.
If chosen. Okay. So I will head inside at that point. Can I ask you a few questions about your daughter first?
Yes. Yeah, sure. I'm sure that. Well,
We have most of the details in the files, but they don't have personal details which might help us in tracking her down. For example,
Okay.
I don't believe we have her any, I don't know, names that she's likely to respond to other than her own name. Like, does she have any terms of endearment which you would be?
well, if it's not coming from either me or my wife, fucking hell. If it's not coming from either me or my wife, I think Jessie would probably be the best one to use.
I'll take a block photographs of her.
Yes, yeah, you will have been provided with the
I will make
copies of the family
I will
photographs.
make a note of that on my phone.
Hmm.
And your daughter, did she have anything with her when she departed?
Only the clothes on her back, pretty much.
No toys or personal items?
No, they were all left in the garden when she disappeared.
So they were with her, but she left them in the garden.
Yeah, she was outside playing.
Does the garden lead straight onto the woods, or is there a fence?
Sorry, he flicks a pencil right in his
Oh,
face.
no.
You're welcome to go and have a look. There's a fence between us and the woods, but please help yourself. The back door's unlocked.
Can I make an insight check to see if I feel like he's being sincere?
Of course, yeah, go for it.
Why would the dude be lying?
Well, you never know. He might have sold his daughter.
It's always the father.
It's the fucking level in my can, Dad.
No, I'm not with that.
Yeah, that's well done. Inspiration.
I already have it.
You can pass it to someone else.
Toby, you can have my inspiration.
Thanks.
23 on my insight check.
Oh yeah, this guy is being very sincere. He is a distraught father who's just lost his child. There's no like, he's not trying to hide anything here.
Hide and seek champion 10 years in a row.
Stop it.
God, take the inspiration away. Take the inspiration away. No, actually, I'm not going to punish you. He donated it to you.
Well, my partner here is
Right.
well,
Yeah, but
well,
I'll go with you.
my fellow officer here is conducting the interview. I would like to investigate the garden. If you want to come with,
Yep.
that's me.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
If you investigate the garden, I'll look around the house and see if I can find anything that's got
Investigation hunt.
hers, basically.
Would you like to join the garden hunt? The Easter egg hunt in the garden.
And where would you like to be, Findar?
I would. I would like to actually go out in the garden and because my survival and animal handling skills are very high, so I'd like to go and see if there's any signs of a struggle or like any animals present.
Interesting. Okay, cool. So we've got
Nature.
one,
Look around the house.
assumedly two, in the
Wanna
house.
Join me in searching around the house in the game.
I'm not in yet, am I?
Yes,
You are.
No, yeah, you are.
We've all turned up to the
You're
kidnapped child.
currently just a menacingly large man, a
Bald
menacingly
headed
large bald man.
With dark glasses.
Yeah, with dark glasses. So I'm going to say, for the sake of brevity, you will be searching the house currently, so that I can do the scene with these guys outside, and then we'll come back to you when you're ready. So all four of you are going outside into the garden. Okay, so as you go out into the garden, you can see that this entire thing is wood-panelled fencing all the way around. There is a gate to the... Where did I put the pens? I'll draw you a very basic map.
Not combat.
No. No,
thank the child.
just for illustrative purposes.
Charles there. And the exactor. Yeah.
Oh, green works lovely. So it's very much...
A very wavy fence.
Yeah, it's a very wavy fence. It's not built very well.
That's not the scale. It's a small garden.
No.
Average garden of the UK.
Yeah, that's well,
No,
about right.
that's it.
So you've got that, and then the house sort of extends out.
It's a greenhouse.
Yeah.
No, proper house.
You know what they
So-
say, those in glass houses.
You've got 8. So.
So this is sort of what we're looking at here. You've got a little garden gate down there that leads down the path. You know, that's where you keep the bins. This is the car park out front. The house in proper, and then this is the garden itself. And then back here we've got the woodland,
Only
which extends a number of houses in both directions. How far that way? You cannot see the other side of the wood from where you currently are. So you can assume that it's certainly deep enough.
If you want to do that, that's level 2.
So what would everybody like to do? You can see that there is a small cluster of children's toys of various things. You know from the report that this child was about 10 years old. So she's on the cusp of that, like, you know, toys are starting to become something that she doesn't play with quite so much.
10?
Yeah. Well,
Depends on the kid.
it's a modern child as well, mate.
Do you think Maddie's played with toys at all recently? She's
Isn't
10.
Maddie like 6?
No, she's 10.
Oh, she's 10. Oh, right, fair enough.
Just looks.
Mobile phone, tablet. And
Yeah.
has been for years.
Look, I'm idealising the home counties, all right? Shut up.
So the child is a bit backward.
Yeah,
Right, no,
child is backwards.
Or
Anyhow.
you just shoved a phone into a child's hand.
Maybe she just likes the outdoors, mate. Maybe she's more tactile. But anyway, so you can see there's a sort of cluster of toys around here. You, from the look of the house and the demeanour of the people, you can tell that these guys are sort of middle classish. So they've got a swing set in the corner. There is a trampoline as well, and then there's a little like shed over here in the corner for various kinds of mowing equipment and gardening shit. If anyone was to do a survival check, you could tell she's not in the fucking shed. So, what would you guys like to do?
So in the report, we had that there were footprints leading up to the woods, and then she just disappeared. So from the picture, can we see where the footprints end in the garden, or is it into the woods?
It's the footprints lead into the woods from behind the fence. So there's like a good sort of 30 feet before the forest starts properly.
So she hopped the fence.
You don't know.
I'm guessing the fence is 6 foot high. It's not able to
Yeah,
get
the fence is high enough that you can't climb over it if you're a 10-year-old child.
Can I make a survival check to see if there is an easy way of getting through the fence, like if any of the boards flap or?
Of course you may, please. Roll away.
Okay, can I do an investigation?
Yeah, to do the same thing, yeah, of course you can.
There we go.
I don't think so.
Snap! Really? Oh, wow, okay. So, what are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking to see if like any of the fence panels are only like affixed at one point and not the other, so they move,
Okay.
or they move sideways. So you can sort of
And were you looking for a similar thing? Okay. I'm going to be generous and say you both got that on an 8. Because in fairness, you are looking for specifically that.
and you can physically grab hold of each panel and see if it.
And you do find,
And I need to
right about there is a panel that swings that way. So it can be pushed aside, and you would see that it is large enough for a small child to sort of wiggle their way through.
When we open it, can we see footprints the other side of it?
You can indeed, yes. And you can also see like little sort of stick holes in the ground that you would recognise as being evidence flags that have since been removed.
This has obviously been in the
Yes, this was the set of tracks that led into the forest.
Can we squeeze through that panel?
As fully grown adults, currently no.
Could I?
You are a fully grown dwarf at the end of the day.
You are a bit wide.
Yeah, you're a bit chunkier than that.
Rude.
Can you?
You're a fucking dwarf, man.
Could you help me over the fence then?
Or we could just walk around.
This is also this is a very obviously.
I thought that we were in the middle of the terrace.
No, sorry.
Hurry.
They are fully detached houses. Sorry, my bad. I should have said
I'll
that.
just walk around.
Yeah, I will do that.
Throw me over.
Are you going to toss the dwarf?
Yes.
You could toss the dwarf if you wish. All right, strength check then, please.
Dwarf tossing.
Can I have a strength check from you and an athletics check?
I
from
wouldn't
you?
even bother. 2.
You got it now. You got it now.
No.
Athletics.
Yeah. 11. You you don't entirely crush the fence, but you do not make it over, and the fence like sort of slips in there and just goes on underneath your armpit. Take a point of bludgeoning damage.
I just had visions of the Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had.
It was a little bit like that, but you didn't get quite high enough to actually make the fence.
So we just hear a
Yeah. James Wainwright just sort of goes, "What are they doing back there?"
And they said I'll be working with
I'm gonna-
professionals.
I'm just going to poke my head over and just look out. I believe they were checking the integrity of the fence to ensure that it wasn't barged through.
Yes,
Right. Okay.
I'm just going to.
So, are you guys ready for a little scene in the house now?
I believe we are.
Yes.
Cool. So, at that moment, while the 4 of you are assumedly coming out of the garden and walking to the bit out here,
Whose car did you get in? Did you get in his or mine?
Yours.
Okay. So I would know his name, at least.
yes. So, we will switch to you guys now.
So, Mr. Wainwright, could we see your daughter's bedroom first?
Yes.
I assume that's where she has the majority of her things.
Yes, yeah, you would assume correctly. And he will lead you upstairs to the first door on the right, which is her bedroom. And he will open the door. Please.
I'm going to look for diaries or something like that first to see if there's any indication that she's been talking with somebody.
So no, I met a fairy in the garden.
Yeah. or if this is actually just a completely normal thing.
This is just a, well, yeah.
You know, walked off she'd been kidnapped.
Yeah, exactly. You
So-
don't know whichever way. Yeah.
I will look around for that. Would you like to join me in that?
Yes.
So this will probably be an investigation check, I'm guessing.
I would, yeah. This is definitely an
So
investigation.
to do that, I will take a D12, a D10, a D20 even, D12.
Silly
So,
point,
D20?
but isn't the father right there? Can you ask him if his daughter kept the diary?
He would not necessarily know.
They-
However,
he-
I
he
will
didn't.
ask just in case he did know, because it is possible.
Mhm.
Do you know if your daughter kept a diary at all?
Yes, she did. Yeah. Are you looking for it?
Yes. If you know where it is, that would save a bit of time.
Yes, I do know where it is. Just give me 1 second. And he goes over to her bedside table, and you can see that there are like a number of books stacked underneath it. All of them seem to be fiction.
Oh,
But
what
the
type
one-
of fiction?
Oh,
Sci-fi?
It looks to be
Fantasy?
fantasy fiction.
Is it full of horses?
Some of them contain horses, I suppose.
Okay. She's not
She
a
is-
horse girl. Right?
She is 10, so it's sort of,
Yeah, there's some.
they're like
It's possible.
they're slim volumes.
Are you saying that in character?
What did you
Yes.
say?
No.
What did you say?
No. I'm just
What did you
kidding.
say?
Just as a tip for you, if someone asks you, "Did you say that in character?" the
I'm
answer
saying
should
no.
generally be no. I'm just saying that.
We are
Yeah.
we are undercover. We're trying not to make
Oh.
it obvious that we're not you.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah. So
Don't
Dumbass.
just
maybe that wasn't in character.
No, it wasn't.
No, good.
Okay.
Correct answer.
Ah, the advantage of having an accent for your character.
we will let's take a look at the diary.
Mm.
I will-
So you notice that these books are stacked up, and then there's a little drawer there. The diary is the topmost one, so that if you were looking at it, you wouldn't be able to see it. You expect this is sort of a child's attempt at hiding it from view.
simple way of doing it.
Yeah. So he removes it and he gives it to you.
I slide my dark glasses down slightly without thinking about it.
Oh, all he sees is a pair of admittedly strikingly green eyes, but nothing too out of the ordinary.
Flick through to the end of the book,
Mhm.
and I'm going to read backwards about a week.
Okay.
Out loud, you read backwards.
Anything,
Cthulhu appears in the corner.
we've got to stop meeting like this.
Yeah.
I now
You're telling me?
Hey, I didn't catch you in the shower this time, did I?
No,
Good.
but I was eating.
Anybody I know?
Who's this tasty morsel? And he points at James.
James.
No, James Wainwright.
No. I'm afraid he's involved in investigation.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, damn it.
See you next Wednesday. Next Thursday.
Yes. Goodbye.
That orgy night.
Okay, just to be clear, that didn't happen in universe.
Yeah, that was us fucking about.
That's a joke. Yeah.
So, right.
It happens a lot.
Can
I can hear.
I do some sort of investigation through the book to see if there's any information that's important?
I will just let you read it. I'm
Okay.
not even going to make you roll for that.
While I'm doing that, do you want to have a look around the room and maybe see if there's anything else that you could find? Like, this is a diary her parents knew about. It's possible there was something better hidden at the same time.
What's that called again?
James.
Would I be able to ask him questions about if you like any unique bits of clothing that no one else really wear?
Yeah, sure. Of course you can. Yeah.
What items of clothing was your daughter wearing when you last saw her?
She was wearing a t-shirt, jacket, trousers, her outdoor shoes.
Any specific designs?
She did like purple. Purple was her favourite colour.
I don't suppose.
Her jacket was purple, and her top was
I don't suppose you have a photo of the jacket.
yeah, maybe. Just give me 1 second. He goes into his phone, and he will be scrolling back through his photos until he can find one of the purple jacket, and he shows it to you.
I'll keep reading through this.
You said you were looking for something that might have her
Yes.
scent or something
An
on it.
old
Well, you'd be not
jacket is probably the best bet, or something that she wears a lot.
Yes, yeah.
Scarf would be ideal.
Well, he goes to the back of the door and he actually takes her dressing gown off the door.
That would do.
Would this suffice?
Probably. Just let me finish up reading this. Could you? We do have these little evidence gathering things we can do. We're not supposed to show those in front of people, are we?
Not really, but neuralizers are a thing, so
I would say
You could
walk
prob-
yourself into a corner by not saying sniffer dogs.
you reckon you could probably get away with scanning it because you've shown yourself to be NPA.
yeah. I will say my colleague will need to run it through our scanner and see if we can get anything from it. He needs a couple of moments to do so.
Yeah, of course. And he proffers you the dressing gown.
I'm then going to talk to him about diary and see if there's anything relevant. Well, so basically, just slightly distract him so he doesn't get a good look at it.
Nice, very nice. Good. Cool.
So, do you want him to get a roll?
No, you will just be able to do it because this is just a piece of technology
Yeah,
that you
no,
have. So you will be able to pick
Full
up
time, isn't it?
her scent and her unique biometrics from this.
Yeah, like fingerprints and stuff.
Well,
Not fingerprints. It'll be like a biological signature, if you will, because
Might be
there,
able to get DNA.
yeah, there would be DNA. Some because like skin cells
Yeah,
flake
yeah,
off all
hair.
the time. Yes, exactly.
Lots of
Hair,
hair,
skin cells, hair. Yeah. So you've got a biometric
Is it
signature for this person, and you've also got her scent sort of on file as well.
Yeah.
So you have a druid in the party that can turn into a dog.
And now you've seen that jacket, you might be able to potentially do the locate object on it.
Yeah.
You might well be able to. Yes, this is true. Yeah, because you have now become familiar with said object.
Anything in the diary that's relevant?
So, how far back do you flick?
I said a couple of weeks,
A couple of weeks. Okay, so from
but I am skimming. I'm not like going into massive detail. I'm looking for anything that's odd, anything that's like I met somebody in the garden today, or I'm dreaming of fairies, stuff like that.
I met someone in the garden would be a bit weird because if there's a fence, unless
Yeah,
it's next
exactly.
door, someone
Yeah.
walked in.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a bit odd, so it'll stand out.
you actually find a number of mentions of a. Sorry, you're going to think this is extremely cliche. You find
Is it fairies?
no. It is a mention of
Fairies.
someone called Granny. She's only referred to as Granny.
It's Granny Goo.
Oh no, if it was Granny Goo, that's good.
Yeah,
She was
that's
a
a good
silver
line.
dragon. That's a good
My
thing.
expression just goes deadpan for a moment.
Mhm.
This is Granny Goo before she became good.
Do we have a code word for hags?
Yeah, I think you probably would do. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Granny.
Shit, Granny.
Code 174.
Yeah, sure. 174.
Did the dialing to check what number called you?
Yeah, sure. Code 1. I'm just going to look at this and go. Code 174.
And you would know that that means suspected hag.
Which
No.
is
I need that.
So you know-
Did have.
I take it you know what a D&D hag is in this way. Yeah. More than a witch. They are like
Baba Yaga.
they are witches that have gone way further. You played Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
Think the way that hag ravens used to be witches.
Yeah.
A hag used to be a witch like that in D&D.
Yeah.
So they're beyond human now,
Yeah.
although they may well have been human at one
Yeah.
point. So you would suspect that you do have a hag on your hands. You also read that she's constantly accompanied by 4 little birds that circle around her and like perch on her shoulder and flitter off and come back and things.
Familiars.
Potentially.
Mm.
You don't know.
Okay.
But if you flip back a little further, you find the point where she first saw Granny, where she was looking through the fence one day and she saw her just sort of meandering about in the forest, what looked like foraging for mushrooms. She looks like a normal English grandmother, albeit one very advanced in age.
Yeah.
You would expect that from these descriptions, she describes her as very old.
I've got a feeling I know where this plot is going now.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Does she live in a gingerbread house?
Happens in the Gretel.
She's never seen her house. you
I'm
don't
wondering
know.
if it's going to turn out these parents abducted the kid from the hag.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Pedro's like, I've not thought that.
No, I hadn't thought that. Genuinely, no, that is not where this is going. No, so yeah, you see all of this, and over the course of the next month or so, it seems that this hag has been slowly,
Grooming.
basically, yeah, but encouraging Jessica to do
Crime!
Yeah, pretty much. But small things.
Okay. So her
Like-
parents haven't been reading her diary from the fact that they didn't pick up on this, so they're actually probably good parents in my
Yeah,
opinion.
they haven't been reading the diary at all. You know, yeah, you would suspect they haven't been reading the diary.
Okay. In that case, yeah, my opinion on the parents, yeah, these are probably innocent. I don't think these are the assholes here.
So you know that reading from the diary, you know that she has done some small things. It started off very small, like
Petty crimes.
well, like stealing sweets from her friends and things. But it slowly got worse and worse until the point where she actually set something on fire. She attempted to set a garage on fire about a week ago. And that was about the time that she disappeared.
Okay. I'm going to ask the father up front. Are you aware of any itinerant old ladies in the area around here? Have you seen anyone hanging around in the forestry area?
Oh. What do you mean? Like, what, just hiking through the forest? Or because people do that all the time.
It sounds from the description she might have been gathering mushrooms or foraging.
Oh. No one that I can think of like that, no. I mean, what kind of person are you talking about?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the full details, but it sounds like your daughter has been meeting with somebody who was in the forest area, an older woman. We will need to investigate. Again, I'd appreciate it if you would not spread this around until we have detailed our investigation.
Can I tell my wife?
Would she be able to keep quiet about it?
Yes. If it's for the safety of our daughter, then yes.
Then yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Now, I do believe that she may have been encouraging your daughter to commit minor crimes.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
So it looks like her influence has been going on for, like, hold up where I am in the book. So with my finger in it, so you can see how many.
Yeah, so he's seeing the
So tracking her down might take a bit of time, but she's invested a lot of time into it. That's not the kind of person who's going to just chop her head off. Sorry, I'm not good at dealing with people. My apologies. That was the bad way to phrase that.
I appreciate the apology.
But what I mean is, she's probably not just killed her.
Well, that's good.
Killed her in a team.
Thank God you're not in the room.
However, we will need to start investigating immediately. This is quite urgent. Would you please put that back? I would also appreciate it if you would not read it yourself, at least until we know what's happened to your daughter.
I never did beforehand. That shouldn't be a problem. He takes it off you and he'll put it back in the place that it was.
Now, I'm going to get on the radio. Code 117, folks.
And you all hear this coming through your earpieces, would you all have?
117.
174.
174. I was going to say, it's different code.
117.
Code 174.
Wait, hang on a minute. There's a fucking mermaid in the middle of Oxfordshire.
What did I say?
117.
174.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The mermaid's not in the well.
Yeah. The mermaid is not in the pool. So you all now know that you are potentially dealing with the hag.
We should catch up with the rest of them.
Yes.
Do you say any formalities to James as you leave the house?
Actually, Carlos wouldn't immediately think of that, but he'd stop at the door and go, my apologies. Again, I'm not good at people. I'm better at investigations. We need to go meet up with our colleagues and investigate from here. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. We hope to return with good news soon.
So do I. Thank you.
I highly recommend, as dumb as this sounds, tea. It's not going to stop the problem, but it helps distract the process of making it.
Thank you. And he sees you all out the door and closes the door behind you.
We can always neuralise and then they'll forget their daughter.
Nah, that ain't quite how neuralization works.
You'd have to do a lot of...
You'd have to wipe out the entire past 10 years of his life. 11, actually, counting the pregnancy, so yeah.
And you'd also have to do the paediatrician.
Yeah, literally everybody
doctor,
else. All the
family
extended
member,
family,
Literally do
all of her
neighbours,
the whole
friends.
street as well.
Yeah,
everybody
probably.
at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Not that
did
easy.
massive one. That's in like the
Men in Black 2. You
Yeah.
mean the Statue of Liberty?
No. There's one. They've got a big truck.
Yeah, it's a
And
truck.
they
Oh,
did the
that
entire
thing
street.
as well, yeah.
So
Shoot up.
we are going to head outside and meet up with the rest.
Cool. So, at this time, you're all making your way around the back of the building, and you can now see the footprints leading off into the forest.
Are there any
you
other?
like to do? You can see that there are just a single set of footprints, and it is a single set of child's footprints.
So the people that investigated it didn't do any footprints.
Oh well, that's yeah. No, sorry. I thought you meant. Didn't think you. I thought you meant the evidence footprints.
Yeah, well, the police officer
No,
thought about
There's
it as well.
there's loads of police footprints around, but they've made sure to leave the actual evidence footprints undisturbed.
You know, it could, guys.
Pass without trace.
You know,
Yeah.
it could be very funny if it turns out there actually isn't a hag involved. It's just a kid who's having a psychological incident.
Oh. Oh.
She's imagined an
Anyhow.
old lady in the forest.
Perhaps she has picked some mushrooms.
Ah, maybe they were that kind of mushroom.
So, considering what we're dealing with here, I don't think pulling up detect magic would be that bad of an idea.
That's a good point.
I do. That's why
I
I
did.
suggested it.
Yeah. Do you want to take it this time?
Yeah, I'll
Detect
take it
magic
this
this time.
Very fun.
You want to do your locate object at the same
Yeah,
time?
I'll locate the purple
How
jacket.
far away is
Uh,
that?
I
1,000
can't
yards?
remember. It-
1,000 feet, if my memory
It
serves me
might
correctly.
actually be enough in the forest.
Hmm.
So let me just check what locate
If it,
object
if it
range
keeps
is.
them going for like 10 minutes, we're going to
Might be on the previous page. Here you go. The range is 1,000 feet of you.
Yep.
If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. Spell can locate a specific object known to you. If you have seen it up close, you have seen the photograph of it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I will say that serves for the purposes of this.
Okay. So it can't be located if it's behind a thickness of lead. And that's the only thing that will block it. Actually. So
Any
that
piece
is fine.
of lead for.
It's a good thing that it doesn't get blocked by gingerbread.
Oh, actually, detect magic might not be a good idea to walk into a forest, right?
Yeah.
It's blocked by 3 feet of wood.
Yeah,
But you can keep it up.
you can. It's a
Yeah,
concentration
but
spell
it
for
could
10
be
minutes.
If you have it.
Good, but it's like wood has to be a certain thickness. to
3
block it.
foot of wood,
Yeah,
I believe.
So if you're behind multiple trees, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're behind like a wooden wall, no, you can still see it.
Or even if you're behind a tree, or 2 trees even.
As long as it's not
Yeah.
too
3
big.
feet, like 2
Yeah.
degrees.
And I mean, the range of it's only 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you probably get decent coverage.
You could keep it up while you're
Yeah,
walking around.
Can we go to the middle of the woods first, then do the spells?
Well,
Well, no, you want to.
That's
we don't know
going
how
to
to
clear
do
the path. We know it's not there.
This is true.
Okay, we'll clear as far into the woods as we think is reasonable.
What time of day is it?
Oh, that's
It's about midday.
Actually, got a lot of time.
Hmm?
So we've got lots of time.
Oh yeah, you've got plenty of daylight. Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
keep
no
out
problems with
to
that.
look to make
Don't
sure
need
no.
daylight.
But no,
Shut
you
up.
don't.
I'll keep a lookout to see if there's anybody who's coming by who might interrupt your rituals
Mhm.
or spells.
I think maybe detect magic just where the footprints disappear would be a good idea, 'cause
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah, you.
There's
I'll
any
walk to the
leftover-
middle of the woods with someone.
Yeah. Or there's some magical
No,
effect.
we basically
Yeah.
cover the footprints initially.
Mhm. Mhm.
Do you want to do it from the end of the footprints?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to do it there, do you want to wait until you're deeper in before
Yeah,
you
I'll
do
wait
your...
deeper in the woods.
I'd wait.
Because
It's.
If I'm in the middle of the woods, I've got a wider range to go
It lasts
through.
10 minutes, so...
Yeah.
I mean, it lasts 10
Not
minutes.
we know
and you
where,
can
how
keep
big the
walking
forest
around.
is. But
Yeah.
we don't know where the middle is. We don't know
No.
how big the middle is.
I'll tell you this for free. The forest is much larger than the range of your detect magic spell. I'll tell you that. For
So it'll be easier before I walked in, use a spell.
Potentially. Potentially. That being said, if you do go 1,000 feet into the forest, you'll get an immediate coverage of all of the forest that you're in.
Also, you have multiple uses. You could cast it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I could.
Though that will burn spell slots.
Yes.
Or is it a ritual?
It
it a
is ritual casting.
Locate object? I think it's a
Locate
ritual.
object is not.
Oh no, it's not.
Is it
Oh.
not?
No.
Oh, ooh. Might want to save that then,
Yeah.
depending on what it's up to you. But as it's not a ritual, you will burn a spell slot every time
And
you
wait
do
until
it.
we want to follow the footprints as far as we can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
follow
what I
mean.
footprints, then use it.
So we follow
Yeah.
the footprints as far in as they will go.
I'll ritual
Mhm.
cast detect magic.
Ritual
course,
cast.
yeah.
That does take 11 minutes.
10.
It's plus the actual casting time of the spell.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't like that. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
like
not
it. It's
a fan
not. It's
either.
not a round number. I don't like that.
Well,
But anyhow, it takes that
You-
long.
you guys can start set up the sniffer dog while I do that. To be fair.
Yeah, you can do that. That's a good idea.
Sending out a sniffer dog.
Yes, I will wild shape into. What's the best type of dog?
Bloodhound.
I'd say it's
Yeah.
a bloodhound.
I will turn into a bloodhound.
So I take it you're all going far enough into the forest to obscure all of this
Can-
going on, yes?
Can our device replicate the smell that was on the?
Yes, it can.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll give you.
So
that
Give me
smell.
the smell.
it stores the smell signature or the scent signature of whatever you've scanned with it. So it will perfectly serve as useful for that.
Features, wild shape, pick one.
And I will say, so you follow it into the forest as far as the tracks go. They stop dead about 20 feet into the forest. And then there's just no tracks.
I
at all.
immediately look up into the trees.
Oh, that's an interesting point. But there is also nothing up there.
Line of trees. Any marks on the trees?
Nope, no marks on the trees.
Is there anything? Are there any mushrooms or anything?
Sporadic growths around like the bases of trees and things, but nothing. No like mushroom circles or anything that you can see
Anything
just
about
yet.
portals?
Potentially. Are there any? Oh,
Did
Hold
you
on.
you detect magic?
hold on.
If we're happy to say that the ritual has come to an end
Yeah.
and wild shape is up, you're in dog mode.
Before I turn into a dog, I'd just like to make a perception check of the local area to see if there's anything obvious that anybody would have missed. Just
Sure.
because
go
the
for it.
police don't seem to have made very much of a point to their report, so
Mhm.
I'd just like to just have a general
It doesn't do any harm.
perception wise.
Yeah, no, go for it. Yeah, do it.
Can the rest of us join him on doing that?
Unfortunately, yeah. If anyone's
So
got guidance, now is a good time to do that
You
as well.
can cast guidance on him,
Yes, I could.
which
I think
is
you can
a
cast
cantrip.
Guidance on
Yeah,
yourself as
cantrip
well.
free.
Before
Oh, he's
we head-
guidancing himself.
Hmm?
Are you guidancing yourself?
Before we
I
head
don't
in,
think I have
Yeah.
one.
can I say
Well, you can guide the
which
which
thermal
gives me
drone
It's an extra D4.
I do have guidance, so I'll guide.
Okay, do you want to guide me?
see if
Yeah,
I can find
we've
any
got to be-
pieces
what's
of
that?
What we
as
do
we're going.
Is you basically say,
Fair
I
enough,
give
I
you
did.
guidance,
Yes, you may.
and I roll an extra D4 when I cast. When I do something, you can also do it yourself.
I'll guide you because you might have a higher perception than I do.
What's your perception?
19.
19, 21.
Where would that be?
Did you roll?
I did, but it was 8.
Okay. Fair.
Because they might have just missed some
Yeah.
actual things like, oh look,
Yours
behind
is
this
higher
bush
than mine.
is that's like
Oh.
an old lady's footprints.
Yeah.
With a walking stick.
I am, however, proficient, so I can assist him. Yes.
You can, yes.
So you have 2d20 to roll
And a d4.
and a d4. So take a d20. That's not. Oh, that's d4. Yes.
Yeah,
Do you
so
want
that's the
D20?
guidance roll, and then you have 2d20.
So roll those both.
Roll all of them at the same time.
So,
So, now take the higher of the
9 or
2d20.
12. So you take the 12
12,
plus 4
16,
plus your proficient your thing there, which was 6, I believe.
which is 18.
Actually, it can't be 6. Where is it?
Not
Perception.
wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom, so that is plus 4.
Then,
Why did you add plus 2 to it?
Because you're
You're not proficient.
Oh, he's not proficient.
so it'll be +2.
So plus 4.
What's your it's
Times that.
your wisdom bonus?
So it's 8 plus 12. 20.
Yeah.
Nice. So got a dirty 20, a 19, a 21, an 8, which is fine. You helped. And Wallace has just had the forethought to send up the thermal drone.
Oh yeah, we did bring that with us.
Mhm. So,
I thought of it and then I forgot I had it.
so if you're happy with this, that'll be hovering just above the tree line, shadowing you, and you can have the control pad in front of you, just checking for where things might well be going. So, from your and you all got a very decent score there. From all of that, you can't see anything. There's nothing obvious that the police have missed. There is, because you got quite high. I'm going to give you this. There is a sort of very, very faint trail that you could only see if you really knew what you were looking for, of just like twigs that have been disturbed and patches of muck that have just been shifted to one side. That's it's a suggestion of a trail that is going deeper into the forest. That's what you get from the minute. So, detect magic up. Wild shape.
A woof woof.
Woof woof. Sniff sniff.
Yep.
Make me a survival check, please, and add any fun things that you get to it from being a bloodhound. Assumedly, you get like advantage or something on that.
I believe they have advantage on smell stuff.
I would imagine so. I'd be surprised if they didn't, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, wait,
That's what I'm.
blood. I fixed it.
Mhm.
Anything?
I'm just gonna read.
They were nice crisps, by the way.
They are nice.
Yeah, good.
I might have those again.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have shared them around, but they were too nice.
Yeah. Plus what?
Plus 5
Nice.
on smell with effect.
Lovely. That's good.
So that's 18 plus 5 is 23.
Very nice.
Pretty fucking good, yeah.
So, in the sort of video game smell-o-vision that I'm going to say that Bloodhounds have, when you pick up this scent,
They have Alchemist Silent Vision.
yeah, yeah, they have Batman vision, they have detective vision. So, in that, you get the scent out of the scanner, and you can see that from this suggestion of a path, you can see this line of scent. It's getting faint because it was about a week old, but you can see this line of scent going about 5 feet in the air, and it is going through this sort of suggestive path, and it is leading further into the forest.
Out of interest, does it start on the ground and lift up to 5 feet?
Funnily enough, it does.
Yeah, she started flying.
Right about where the footprints end. So, you have a trail.
I think I have message, don't I? Yes, I have message, so I can just...
Massage.
Message!
Massage.
I am not massaging your father. I am going to message.
Read your message.
My goodness, it's not that kind of
Read
Twitch
your
stream.
I'm going to message you in order for you to be able to talk to us.
Well, very footsie, boys.
Sorry,
Wonderful.
my knee was cramping up.
Nothing? Was it cramping your stomach?
Okay.
Huh?
Was it cramping your stab?
Yes, it was very painful. Who's that?
Just me.
Sorry.
3-week footsie.
There you go. Right, anyhow, so you can now communicate between the two of you via telepathy. I'm
Cool.
taking it.
Did you find something?
Woof.
Yeah, man.
You can speak it.
No, I just went woof.
Did you say woof?
Yeah.
Like fucking.
I think I'd look really.
That dog in moving pictures. Do you know the one that I'm talking about? Yes.
Gaspode.
Gaspode. That's the boy.
I am just going to stare at him.
Big dog smile. Tail going very happy with myself.
Oh, very good. You've been holding that one in for a while, haven't you?
So did his investigation find anything?
I'm just going to pull out my gun and start shooting it. You just watch as I pull out this ridiculous revolver.
Yeah.
Like, literally, his revolver is like the shell, the revolver cylinder is that big.
Snub nose will know.
It's a Taurus Judge.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
one that can
Yeah.
fire shotgun shells.
You call that a revolver?
You've basically got a buntline special, don't you?
It's not snub nose, but it is relatively short.
Yeah.
I say to him, yes, I have found a smell.
You say that as I'm loading the gun. I see. He has located a smell. Anything interesting about it?
It's in the air as well. I literally like lift a paw.
What do you mean in the air?
So it starts on the ground, and then the smell goes up and along about.
So she started flying.
Come fly with me.
Let's go.
So, are you following this trail?
Yes, I'm
Wait.
slipping my way along.
Is there any sign of a third thing going along with her? Like she's been dragging a broom with her?
No, doesn't seem to be. No.
Never mind.
How,
No, you would have noticed that on the perception check.
Maybe.
How
kept in
high
the
are the
bag
trees
folding.
as well? Are they quite tall? Or
Oh, the trees are like they're proper evergreens. They're like 40, 50 foot tall.
Right.
It's a proper coniferous forest. Like the ones you get up on Dartmoor.
yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
Alright.
those.
We'll follow along.
Mhm.
We've got our doggy to lead the way.
Sniffy, sniffy, sniffy,
So-
sniff, sniff.
With that dog going along, you're going along for the best part of detect magic being up.
10 minutes.
Yeah, so it's a fair old time. But
Yes.
coming to the end of this, when this scent seems to sort of vanish into nothing, your detect magic pings off in a big way. One of the trees dead in front of you, thank you very much, unironically, considering it's an evergreen and a conifer, lights up like a fucking Christmas tree.
Oh.
So, this tree,
He's not allowed.
yeah, this tree is magic as fuck.
Actually, let me check. They might not.
You want to see how many times the word milk is in bold in that instruction?
Disappear.
1,
Huh?
2, 3.
You gotta go home.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Obviously, I'm going to go over the wife's not going to
Oh shit, is she?
Oh, well, you gotta go now, have you?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh shit. I hope she's okay.
Well, we've got a cold.
Ah, right, fair enough.
That's going to be tough, isn't
A shot rings out from behind, and Lawrence's head explodes. Oh no!
No, it's okay. I actually
Sorry,
have a
I
little.
flipped.
I have a little plot contrivance
Oh
for you,
god,
so don't
you
worry.
turned into a fucking block.
No, he does not turn into a fluffy.
Becomes one with the Christmas tree. He becomes a boy with the glowing
It's going to
Christmas
come
tree.
along a little bit in the narrative, so I will message you the little plot contrivance so you can join in at the end of next, at the beginning of next.
Get up. You just walk away.
So, no, it's even better than that. So, I think you'll appreciate it as well. I think you'll enjoy it. So,
That's it on the one night evening of the bloody week.
it's sod's law, isn't it, mate?
Can you
It's
just
sod's
message
law.
her back for us and say, can't you be ill tomorrow instead?
I think she will be as well.
But the lads have said, can you just put it off for a night?
Does she not know?
I might be sleeping in the shed.
Well,
Yeah.
no, you can say that we said that, and then it's.
Does she not know it's Tuesday?
Yeah, so no, it's very convenient.
How dare they?
Yeah, no holiday, illnesses,
Birthdays. Birthdays are the worst.
unless they're willing to come along, so it doesn't cancel.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you lot are
I did
shit
tell
for
her.
going to D&D. You know, I have surgery in the morning and I'm still turning up. This is fair. This is fair. How
I
often
did
have I
tell her
missed?
the next one shot. She's on hold.
Yeah. That'll
Actually,
be
you have-
fun.
Yeah.
You
Well, it'd have to be a
cancelled
one
that.
shot. So it'll be
You
just
cancelled.
stick four.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think I cancelled because somebody died. Though.
I mean, you threw yourself down the stairs, and we still made you come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a piece of outside law that I didn't need to know. Oh my.
He fell down the stairs a couple
Mhm.
of weeks ago.
And then you bungled him into the back of the car
Yeah,
anyway.
Just opened the door, backed the car up,
I-
dragged him in.
I at no point said I was not going to run the game.
Yeah. I need to go to the hospital. Yeah, that could be at 11. Come on.
I did not.
Get in the back. Get in the back of the van.
I did not
It'll
need to go
take
to
you
the
what,
hospital.
via Dave, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I only fell down the stairs. It was fine.
I thought that was
You
going to be
only
fun.
fell down. So.
Yeah.
Yes, we know how
You have
prone
you have more practice.
Yeah.
Even your dog is accident prone now.
This is
Yeah,
true.
true.
To be fair, you've got your own room at Darapid, so you just go in and go, hi.
I was going to make a joke about like a loyalty card for Derriford, but it didn't quite pan out.
No, I've got a loyalty card for the cafeteria.
Yeah, for the
Oh my
Warrens.
God.
The Warrens and
Excuse me,
Derriford.
So they're so used to him being there, they think he's bad.
Yeah.
As much as the rest of them. Oh, which department do you work in? A&E.
Yeah.
I actually know somebody who works up there.
So it is
Yeah,
10
same.
past 9 now, everyone. So shall we take a little break for
Yeah.
Lawrence to
Yeah.
make his
We'll,
departure?
we'll see you next week, Lawrence. I
Yeah.
hope everything's
So I'm
okay.
sure the wife will be better by then.
Yes, do send her our best.
Better be.
Yeah.
And also, send my thanks for offering help. I didn't need it as it worked out, but I
No.
appreciate it all the same.
Always good.
It's because she's starting a second year of counselling.
Oh, fair. As in training.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, cool. Anyway,
I have remembered.
do the thing.
I've remembered. Well, oh yes, do the thing.
Yeah,
Well,
put
it's
us on a
it's
break.
being recorded as well, isn't it? So I'll listen to it.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
true.
It is. It's true, yeah.
Right, we'll go home. Right, I'm home now. Load dubs.
If I remember, do what I do when I just text Toby.
If I can,
Roll a d20, Michael.
if I can remember to, in session,
Guys.
I will tell you when your character will be done.
Okay, guys, we're going to disappear on a break now, so we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Bye. Hello, everybody. We are still coming back from the break.
Are you sure?
We are.
Dark. Oh,
You showed that
are
perfect.
you sure? Whoa! There I am.
You
I'm a
literally
big
timed
boy.
that absolutely perfectly.
I
How?
did, didn't I?
Hi, everybody.
No, I'm not. My dog is.
Welcome.
Your dog is high. This is true. Actually, the camera does need to be aligned. It is slightly off.
You can't just grab the actual camera itself.
I know. I just needed to adjust the. There we go. Sorry.
What did you say?
Uh,
Hang on a minute, am I going bald?
Yes, you are.
But there is a very slight.
There is a bald patch there. Isn't
Oh no!
I've felt it before, but
it's only slight. It's not. It's
Yeah.
thin.
To be fair, it could be a crown.
it could just be my crown. Yeah.
No, let me see.
I would be surprised. Well,
Edward, let me see.
hang on.
Or just look on the stream.
Let me see your bald spot, boy.
Can you see on the stream? It's actually clearer on the stream. You see? Thus.
This is the
Yeah,
quality
that is
of
a.
It's.
It is beginning, is it?
It is just about.
Oh, damn it. I got the Hooper genes for hair, not the Gist genes. That's a shame.
Disgraceful.
The Gist family men never go bald. Ever.
On the upside.
My grandfather had a full head of hair until the day he died, and he was 89.
On the upside.
Whereas the Hoopers went bald at about 50. So
Oh.
I've got that to look forward to.
On the
I guess.
upside, it's developing gracefully.
Yes, this is true. It is slow.
I think my dad's side of the family are pretty good for their hair. As for mum's side, who knows?
Fair. I guess we shall have to wait and see.
I mean, doing pretty well.
What? I mean, you're in your 20s.
So then,
Yeah. Late. Admittedly. You're mid, really.
I
I'm
think
literally like,
You're a couple years old, younger than me, aren't you?
no mate, I'm 26.
You're 26. Yeah, I'm 28 this year.
I'm
When-
27 this year.
Oh, are you? Oh, I thought you were like 2 years younger than me.
No.
No, my bad.
And how old are you?
17.
When were you born?
Wait, I'm no longer the youngest one here.
Why not?
James, how old are you?
20.
20 now, aren't you?
Yeah.
He
Coming up
was
to my
your age when we
21st.
started.
Damn.
Yeah.
But when he joined us anyway.
And you're a sprightly 18, aren't you?
I
I'm
was
18 this year.
18 this year. Oh my
Good.
god, you're a
17.
literal child.
I was 17 when I got
He
my
can't be on the
first job.
street.
You're-
It's a
you're
dating
a-
only.
You're a legal child.
Could get
Wow.
my fuck.
Yeah. Anyway, would you mind awfully moving your hat off the map?
Get the fuck off my map!
Get off my map!
Just that.
Yeah, we. No, I probably
Bastard.
can't say that word on
Weed?
stream, can I? No,
Weed,
no, not
yes.
weed.
Weed?
Can I get a weed?
Yeah, we're British.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
No, I know, but I was
Oh,
meaning
good.
Twitch.
Very
We're
quickly.
British.
Yeah, Twitch is American though, isn't it?
Yes, we're British.
Okay, fine. Can I get a weed?
I've got a very quick one for everybody. So in America,
Mm.
Lord of the Rings is a PG-13 movie.
Right.
So they didn't change the movie for America, but that's just the rating it's got. And PG-13 in America means you can include one swear word in the movie. with that.
And it's where do you put the swear
Where would you
word?
put the swear word?
You cannot
So-
simply walk into fucking Mordor.
So that is one that everybody seems to come up
Yeah.
with. But I watched it's the guys that played Merry and Pippin were talking about it, and they went Sean Bean has the perfect point where he can go. They've got a fucking cave troll.
That's a
I've
bit
got a
of
fucking
the
cave troll. That's a good point.
You shall not pass, champ.
Not fast, Kent.
The other one that they say is when Pippin knocks the skeleton down the well.
Oh, fuck.
No, and Gandalf looks at him and goes, "Fucking fool of a took."
That was a good one.
So, where were we?
Anyhow,
Fucking one.
yeah, still only fucking counts as one. Yeah, that's a good. I like that one there. Right, so, you had got into the forest and your detect magic had
Oh.
just pinged off on the
One
tree.
second. Hey, the Wanderer men. Welcome. Good to see you. Curious what the limitations are. Ooh,
Limitations in
of
what
D&D.
context?
Your imagination.
Yeah.
pretty much.
The
This
context of the story, I guess.
I managed to time this perfectly for the ad break.
Oh,
So,
is it? Are we literally ad breaking right now?
Great,
Fucking
all
hell.
those crimes I could talk about.
Ah,
subscribers don't see the ads, so no.
ah.
We should talk about them.
All
Yeah,
those
talk
children.
about it.
Subscribers getting everything. Subscribers getting everything.
Yeah, they do. Poor bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the ad break done yet? I assume this.
Okay, you can't be invincible and unstoppable. It looks like they can see what's going on.
Okay, cool.
You can't be invincible and unstoppable, but you can get stuff that improves your. I just realised I never activated Face Rig this week.
Well,
And you've been turning around and looking at the camera, so
ADHD, mate. You stopped mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Sorry. You can't be invincible, but there is stuff that can like be very powerful. You can get a globe of invulnerability,
Yeah.
which pretty much negates your own ability to do stuff as well. So,
Yeah.
and it's only good against magic. Yeah.
And it's even that's got limitations. And shit.
But have a watch and maybe you'll see some stuff. Because we've actually got a brand new player with us today,
Indeed.
we have a new victim.
who
Yes,
is
we
not
do have a
looking
new
towards the
victim.
camera at all.
I think that probably the highest level of power you could get is sort of akin to a demigod, I reckon.
You can become a full-on fucking god, but you
Can
stop,
you?
Yeah, but
you
you
stop being a playable character.
and that's what I mean, is that as a PC, you can't really go beyond demigod
No.
status.
No, I
You
learned
can,
that
yeah,
with Tim.
you can then become a
Well,
god
Tim
or
become a god.
afterwards,
Yeah.
but then you sacrifice.
Oh yeah, your
Yeah.
character became a god.
Yeah,
My very first character became a god.
Yeah.
I started out giving leaflets.
yeah. He started pamphleting on Tim's
That
battle.
isn't a joke either.
No,
He
they
became
genuinely
a god.
did that in game.
We're giving out pamphlets and sex toys.
He,
Yeah.
he found a loophole which was so obvious after you mentioned it. I was like, yeah, actually that does work.
Yeah, I can't let him not get away with this.
He basically found a way to answer petitions that had come to gods. And because he answered them,
He became a god.
the belief that was going towards that made him into a god. Now, admittedly, he started out with one believer, so he wasn't a very powerful god.
But he came out to
Yeah.
have many.
He
But he's-
was a small god.
But he started spreading, shall we say.
I would go to
And
play.
so did his followers.
He was the god of sex toys.
Sex and drugs and rock and roll, basically.
So I
Very
was
much.
going to brothels and handing leaflets to the women that worked there and toys. Like,
Men and women.
Men
True.
yeah,
The
Tim did not
people.
dis-
The people.
the people.
Tim did
no,
not
the
discriminate.
beings.
Beings.
Because
Ah,
Tim
yes,
didn't just stop
people
at being-
could
at people, did he?
technically be
He
just
was
humans.
beings. He didn't discriminate.
No, he literally he had an orgy with like snake people, trolls.
Damn.
There was an
what?
orc. There was an orc in there.
Yeah, Tim just did everything.
Probably a dragonborn in there.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. That's one of the more tame things that you ended up
the Tim
putting
ended
your
up
bit
doing.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 years.
Tim,
My
Tim,
life.
Is that a cat or just the door?
Probably a cat.
Tim was an all-round hoe.
He was a hoe. He was a bard.
Tim was a man's lag.
Very much.
He was a quintessential bard. Fucking stop it, bitch!
No, it's the door.
Oh my god.
Pops off, so it's fine.
God damn it.
Anyhow,
Anyhow,
on it.
His mum on him was like kicking the door.
Let me in.
Anyhow, so, yeah, you are in the forest, and this tree is
What was it?
covered in magic. What now?
I think if I was to get into it, I could be a trader that pops up at the most random places. For example, you could be having a big battle in the background. It's just me with my donkey named Richard.
Nice.
You could
Fucking
actually
hell.
play a trader character, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he played a failed merchant for his
Yeah.
first thing, wasn't it?
You-
That
Yeah,
happened.
he liked hats.
Yeah.
You would want to
He was a
still
mi-
have
you were
some
a
abilities
miller,
that would
wasn't
be
you?
useful for the
I can't
battle.
remember what the technical term was.
It's a milliner.
Was it?
Yeah, hat maker. Milliner.
Go ahead.
Anyhow, so.
Big sparkly tree.
Mhm.
You know, we went to that person's house to investigate.
Hmm.
My personality trait is I case the joint.
Mm,
So I've literally cased the joint where all the valuables are
mm.
in his house.
I will say that you.
Also, look at your other personality trait.
Redemption.
Yeah. Supposed to rise above that.
At the end of the day, you
yeah, but in
are.
all honesty, an innocent person is in prison for a crime committed.
Yeah. So you probably are feeling pretty bad about that.
No.
But at the end of the day, you can use those skills to the benefit
Yeah.
of the organization. So, your detect magic is popping off, and your scent trail runs cold at this tree.
It's School of Magic, is it?
You would be able to
That's a
tell
very
that.
good question.
I'm guessing illusion, but possibly conjuration.
1 minute.
Sorry, I was just about to go, "Ha, pow, pow."
Ooh, no, hang on.
Abjuration.
Could be.
Just give me a second.
It's
Is
evocation.
it that one?
It's psionics. What? They still have
Oh,
psionics
that's
in
it.
this version.
Psionics wouldn't be detected. It's not magic.
It was magic.
No, it's a separate category.
It is conjuration.
Ah. Do you tell us this?
Yes, I think I'll do.
Could I do an Arcana check to see if I think this might be some sort of teleportation?
You may indeed.
Was it Arcana?
Arcana, yeah.
I am proficient in that, so I will help
How
you.
about
Thank you.
At this
Actually,
point,
what is your
it would be... Oh, yeah, go on.
+2.
+3? So yeah,
I've got
At this
+5
point-
on Arcana.
Arcana.
Yeah,
Do you want to help
+5.
him instead?
Okay.
At this point, it would be prudent for... Because you've done the help action, you can't cast a spell. So at this point, you can give
Guidance.
Wallace guidance.
So
I
you,
cast guidance on Wallace.
Cool.
you gain a D6, a D4. Not the best roll.
Not the worst roll.
I'll also do an Arcana check just as a flat.
18.
18. 18 is good.
With a 12, I'm guessing I don't do nothing.
You don't... No, not so much.
19.
19. Very good.
Even better.
So, with a 12, you don't get much out of this. You know that it is a... What have you done?
Yeah, it's just the writing on the cup. I don't think Ian's ever seen it before.
I have.
Oh, you have. Oh, that one.
Then why is it so alarming?
It wasn't alarming, it was funny.
So, from the 12, you don't get much.
No, I didn't think it would.
You know that the tree is magic. You know that it is conjuration. From you two, when you're looking at this tree, you know that sort of heat haze that you get on the top of a road surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the faintest sliver of this around one side of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I send the thermal drone
Mm-hmm.
sort of over the tree and sort of heading straight out to see if it picks anything up
So,
other than ourselves?
of course, so you can see, so you've got your tablet screen over here like this. You can see that obviously there are the 5 party members for your point of reference.
Do I show up as colder than the others?
A touch, yeah, because you are cold-blooded,
Yeah.
yeah. But you still need to make your blood warm in order to live. So you're cooling down,
So
but you're not
Who's
cold.
colder,
I'm
him or
not
me?
freezing.
Oh yeah, you would actually be cold.
Well,
What is James?
have we
Undead.
decided? Are you actually an undead, or are we going rules as written reborn? Because it hasn't actually made a difference yet.
That's up to your. It's up to your game.
Being an actual undead will make life slightly more difficult for you.
Mm.
Because technically healing spells don't actually target you, because you're not a humanoid. You're an undead.
So, benefit if you're reborn.
It would probably be best if you were in fact a humanoid, but with the flavour of undead.
Yeah.
If you want.
Ah,
Do that.
undead light.
Yeah. Undead light, yeah, exactly. 0 sugar undead.
You are new undead.
New undead, yeah.
Couldn't I put a zone of truth to the tree because it's a conjuration spell?
Zone of truth does not work like that. Like Zone of Truth is
Makes
a
people answer questions honestly.
yeah.
It's a lying tree.
It's a tree. It cannot answer
We
your
could-
questions.
We could awaken the tree.
I suppose
I
if you
really have
really
this
wish
just
to.
plant.
Anyway, so as this is going over, you can see that from your side, the tree is not giving off anything. Do you send it right over the tree from? So you're here, tree's there, and it does that. Or would you like to circle it, or do multiple passes?
Circle it first and then go up and over.
Okay. So as you're circling the tree, when you get to that side that you see that heat shimmer, you can see that there is a long, tall, ovular, like very thin patch that is spiking up as heat. Right there on the side of the tree.
Okay. We should probably
Kick it.
go in.
Kick the tree, see if anything happens first.
Actually, I'll
I'll
use the
push
little
you
finger.
in there.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna use a little finger and poke.
Which side of the tree you poke it?
The bit that's got the oval hover thing.
Okay. So, your finger begins to pass through the
Pull back.
tree.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
All right. It appears to be a portal.
Mm-hmm. So, is anybody going to investigate this portal at all further?
Could you try and throw something through to see if anything gets thrown back?
Good if you wish.
Or if it is just a portal and we throw something through it and it hits a witch, then they know we're coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I did just put a little finger through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
You can't really touch a portal, can you? So
Depends on the portal.
identify wouldn't really work on that.
No.
well, you should struggle.
Well, there is always the risk that this thing might disappear, so I'm going to step through.
Okie
I
dokie.
would like to sneak through as a doggo.
Okie dokie.
I will follow.
That actually is a good idea to go through first. You're right.
Amazingly, I only
I
actually
was trying
have
to stop you from doing that, but
I only have 2 good skills on this dog, and that is perception at +5. And they've spelled it incorrectly. It's
seal.
slel.
Slel.
Slel. What?
Might be a stealth check.
Yeah. Slel. +6.
The new sloth race.
Yeah.
And would you like to snack through?
I'd like to slel through it.
Okay, please make me a stealth check. Oh,
That'd
The
be
slowest form of elf.
16.
cool. So, would
Hooray,
you like
it's
me to
so slow.
describe to you what you see when you go through the portal?
Will he still be able to hear me with message?
No,
Yeah, does message work across planar
I
boundaries?
have to be able to point to you. And
And you can't see him. Okay, sure.
oh no,
If I go
no, because
through the portal,
Stick it
If
in
you're like
and-
halfway through.
and leave my tail hanging out,
I'm gonna say
could work.
Yeah.
I just
Until the portal closes and he gets cut in half.
He's lost a tail.
well, if my
So tempted.
if
but-
my dog dies, I just turn back into a person.
Yeah, he does this.
you turn back
Um,
into half a person.
Yeah.
No, I am going to say that, yeah, if there is still a piece of you on the same plane of existence as you, then you can do that. I'm gonna allow that.
I cannot believe I'm having to talk to a dog butt.
It's just my tail.
Is it just a little...
Yeah.
You just hit the
So-
end of the portal.
Would you like to know what you see?
Yes.
So, as you go through this portal, you are presented with a tent. The inside of a conical,
Not that kind of tent.
medieval style drapery tent. So it's got a big cylindrical frame that goes around the top of it, and a central pole that runs to the top that supports the first bit, and then it flutes out even further at the bottom. This is a really quite large tent. This is probably 30 foot wide and 20 foot tall, and it is a big old cylinder. You can see around the tent, it is appointed with various kinds of cushions and tables and various mugs of coffee. Is anybody else listening to this fucking description?
I feel like Witchlight, which is a bit disturbing.
Witchlight, as in
the big-
beyond the witchlight.
Yeah,
no,
the
this is
big
not a big
tents.
top. No.
Okay, cool.
So you've got all of this stuff, and then at the end, next to the flap of the tent that opens out to the real world, there is a very tall lectern, probably about 15 feet tall, and at the top of it is a gnome.
No.
No. And this gnome he has a pair of very tiny half moon glasses just perched on the end of his nose, a ridiculously long quill, and he's in, think like a gnomish version of Ebenezer Scrooge, but maybe not so hard nosed.
Yeah. I explain to you what I see, and then I tell you that I'm going to walk in further and see if the gnome does anything about a dog just wandering around and sniffing.
Good luck with your gnome adventure.
Mhm.
I explained this to the rest of the party. He's going to irritate a gnome.
So you see this gnome scribbling away.
So I will just sort of wander around, sniffing the floor like an actual dog,
Mhm.
and just sort
It's gnome Chomsky.
of like
Are you still looking
maybe
at
lift my leg and pee against something and then sniff a bit more.
He, without looking up from his work, he just goes and prestidigitations the spot that you just pissed on.
Shit.
And he
There's a massive
says-
shit.
And he says, "Are you going to turn back into a human yet, or what?" And he doesn't even look at you. He just keeps
Oh,
writing.
Woof. Woof. Well, no, you're a bloodhound, so you bay.
Yeah.
Oh god!
The most annoying thing ever.
I can literally stay here all day. Time has no meaning in this place.
I circle round, stick my tail out, and I go, and like I just walk along the port with my tail hanging out, and I go, He knows that I'm a person.
Sucks to be you.
I step through the portal.
Cool.
I assume I see the same thing.
You do, in fact, see the same thing.
No, usually you're a woman.
No, you do, in fact, see the same thing. This very large lectern. There is no one else in this tent, barring this gnome, currently. But it is all very nicely appointed. It seems to be like cushions and like coffee kind of things. There's a teapot. There's various different accoutrements for all kinds of drinks that you could think about from Earth, and a large number of other drinks from other planes that you've probably never seen.
I
So-
am going to walk over to this guy and politely cough.
Yes?
I wonder if I might ask if a young child came through here recently and gave the description.
Who wants to know?
Her family.
And this concerns me because...
If you have seen them, it would allow us to get out of your hair quicker.
And you are?
Your mum.
Which one are you showing?
This guy is not going to be part of the normal one. I'm showing him the proper one.
The Men in Black one? Okay. Haven't had one of your number in here for quite some time.
Indeed.
Still doesn't mean it's any of my business, though.
Look, the sooner we find this child, the sooner we're out of your hair.
Does that mean you're going to want entry?
I'd like to know where I'm gaining entry to first.
You step through the portal and you've no idea where you are.
You saw where we work for. We're not exactly known for our caution.
No, true, that's very true. Well, I assume you're not working just the two of you. Usually your boys send quite a large number of agents at any one time.
We do have a group, yes. I'm actually expecting them to have stepped through by now. They
Well-
appear to be quite reticent.
You might as well bring them all through then. I need to do the orientation with all of you here. I don't like repeating myself.
Very well.
And with that, we all just fumble through.
I'll be
People
able to
like
stand next
stacked
to
up on
my
them. Is it just like ear through the portal and then you just like fall through?
Case in point.
Will I go through the portal as
Is
like
Lawrence
Dragonborn or still a
going
Super
to
Up to you.
stand
You'd
guard?
probably
with
still be
the
looking human unless
No,
you choose to.
Lawrence
go
is
back
fallen
to
through with the
Dragonborn.
rest of you.
Oh, you stepped through as a dragonborn.
Yes, you can in fact step through as a dragonborn or a human,
It's like a
whatever.
dominoes effect of a shorter drink.
Mhm.
It's slowly getting bigger.
So,
And
and
I'm
also,
crushed underneath all of you.
Just,
Yeah.
dragonborn just goes.
£250 dragonborn just pancakes the door. Alp. So,
Save
Somebody
me.
help!
Save me, Gromit. Save me.
you are in fact all in this tent currently, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool, right. Are you still pancaked on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
No one's got up yet.
I'll get up. I'll go off the floor.
Lawrence then gets off you as well. Well, Argonath,
It
sorry.
would probably make sense if we leave somebody outside the portal to keep an eye on
I
things.
have a plan. I have a plan.
Okay, just
I
making
have a
sure.
plan.
Just giving you a now.
I know, but I have an out already there. So, are you quite recovered? Good.
Gentleman needs to give us an introduction to where we're going next.
And it's a very necessary one, let me assure you. So, everybody, I would like to welcome you all to the Little Market. This is a place where you will be able to find anything you so desire, although the price may not be something that you wish to pay.
Can I have a history check on that? Have I
You
heard of this
may.
before?
If anybody wishes to, you may do a history check on the Little Market. I warn you that the DC is quite high.
Would I have advantage given my age?
Given your age, no. If
Very
you've had any Fey connections,
Not really, no.
I yeah,
16, so probably nothing.
21.
21. Oh, okay.
History, right?
Yes.
I know nothing history. My history's a 1.
Yeah,
What
that's
did
right.
you roll? You
Wrong.
can still roll.
Yeah, still roll.
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
History?
Well, what did you do?
I rolled insight. I don't know why.
No, that's not.
History is 22.
22. Oh, very good.
21.
21.
Pretty good.
10.
10. Okay.
I mean, I don't know anything
We
about
know
it
nothing.
anyway.
Yeah, I know that's
We
right,
know
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, I should be giving you
John?
disadvantage
Yeah.
on all of this shit. So, the three of you have not heard of the Little Market before. This is something that you've quite literally never come across. Despite your advanced age, you've never heard of it.
Nope.
The two of you, on the other hand,
Making me sound like Lawrence now.
Someone's got to.
because of your connection to a different plane of existence, being that you are in fact a Dwergar and from the Underdark,
Yeah.
and related, you have friends that were assumedly Sverfneblin, i.e. deep gnomes. They, have a place in the Little Market. You, being resurrected by a god, a bit of that knowledge has sort of trickled down into you, and somewhere in the back of your mind, you have a vague recollection of this place. The both of you know that the Little Market is a market where you can get anything.
So it's the black market, basically.
No, it's the everything market.
This is the
What
rainbow
about fish?
market.
But you don't pay in gold or anything of monetary value.
You do like your soul or something.
No, you pay in memories.
Oh.
Well, he's
They-
fucked.
They euphemistically refer to them as pieces
Ah,
in here. But beyond that, that's all you get. So he says,
What's it mean?
what's that? Well,
I'm willing to pay everything, every memory I have from
You don't
over from before 3 weeks ago for something.
Unfortunately, you don't know any of this because it's these two.
and we
So-
haven't told you that.
Not yet.
so
We won't.
he says, welcome to the Little Market, the place where you can get anything. I warn you all that going around this place is not exactly safe for someone that is not of the market in the first place, in which, and he reaches under his desk, pulls out a little drawer, you will need these, and he sort of drops from a great height these 6 cold iron pins that then bob in front of each of you in the air. I would be most appreciative if you could all put these on your clothes. They will be a safeguarding measure for you. Please do so now.
I do so.
Yeah.
I assume they need to be visible.
Visible, invisible, it matters not. As
If you
long as
want
you're
to put
wearing
it on
them,
pocket,
you have a
little?
degree of safety.
So what?
If you
Put
put
in your
the-
pocket, it's fine.
I'm pin on my jacket.
That is also an option.
Put it in my pocket then.
Oh, you can't touch it.
It's less likely to get knocked off in combat, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that combat is forbidden here.
In an ideal world, yes. The only things that would seek to do you harm are not of this realm. And if they're causing a ruckus, then, well, you're permitted to defend yourselves, of course. We would not expect anything less. You say you're looking for a child?
Yes. We believe she may have been associated with, and I give the description of the hag.
Mm.
Now, of course, we believe that this is a hag, so there's a not insignificant chance that her appearance is very variable.
A hag, you say?
Yes. Her behaviour certainly indicates that.
That changes things somewhat. One moment, and you see him flick through his book at lightning speed, like these pages are flying past. And then he stops the page, opens it up.
My character's appreciating the efficiency.
It would seem
I can't see.
that around a week ago, someone of this description did come past me, and they refused the pin. As for the child also, which I think says everything I need to say, and then he flicks the pages back to where he was before. If you find anyone of this description, please do let us know.
Would it be possible to have another pin should we encounter the child so that we can try and protect her, assuming that she is still alive?
Given the circumstances, I feel that would be prudent, and he flicks one out at you, and again it sort of comes to a abrupt halt in
Tuck
front
that
of
one
your
into a
face.
pocket.
Well, you have the market at your disposal. I should warn you, you do not pay with coin here.
What do you?
You pay with pieces of yourselves. Your memories are your currency.
Fill me shoulder.
Something amusing, dwarf? Good. Please. And he casts Mage Hand and opens the tent. Would you care to step outside?
Yes.
I am
Well,
desperately
do I-
resisting the urge to say something terrible.
Oh, God.
Do I have to walk duck to get through the curtain?
Do you have to, sorry, what?
Would I have to duck to get through the door?
Oh, no, this tent is much
big.
taller. The tent is 20 foot tall.
Alright.
I
Yeah.
assume that we don't need to keep up pretenses here, of course.
Oh, you mean your human guises? No, not at all. Oh,
thank
and
goodness.
if anyone gives you any kind of trouble, go to the people with the large banners and say that you're working for Mustrum. That is my name, Mustrum Grabley.
Grab it.
Grabley,
Mustrum.
yes, with 2 B's. If you wish to write this down, you don't have to.
I write it down.
You may well never meet this character again. I don't know.
Or we may become regular
You
customers.
may become regular customers of the little market, you never know.
I mean, I've got plenty to sell.
You do, this is true.
Which I imagine makes me
I don't have much to say.
very endangered here.
How are you
Maybe.
spelling mushroom?
Phonetically, so it's M-U-S-T
Yep.
R-U-M.
You.
Yeah, Mustrum.
What's the last name?
Grabley.
Not Rid Gully.
No. Although that is where I got the first name.
Mushroom.
I will step through.
Okie dokie.
And I also, as I am doing this, I'm drop my disguise.
Of
So
course.
I think this is definitely the first time you've seen what I am.
I've seen what you.
You've seen. Have you seen before?
Can't remember.
I think I have.
That's fitting for your character. in
Yeah,
fairness.
your character.
He's a lizard folk. Well, he's not a lizard folk. He is a lizard-skinned, snake-like being.
I turn back into a human as I walk.
Sure. Yeah. Cool.
And I'm still Dragonborn as well through, so I'm chilling.
Chill. Cool.
So I dropped it as soon as I walked through the portal.
Lovely. Yeah. That's fine.
That's bright.
Do you want to go back to your sort of pallid self, or do you want to maintain your human coloration? It's up to you. And Toby, what would you like to do?
You do odds and evens.
I don't have another book. So.
Are you just full dwarf the whole time? are you?
Yeah, he's just short.
Fair now. Cool.
Shocking book.
I like to see myself how I remember I was when I was alive.
Fair enough. So you will maintain your human coloration.
Unless
So-
I have to.
Are you all stepping out of this tent and following
Goodbye, mushroom.
Carlos?
Yes.
Goodbye. I hope you have a productive time here.
So do we.
So, as you step out of the
Oh,
tent,
Before we go,
Mhm.
is there a map of this location?
Map is
Changing constantly?
no, not changing constantly. How would you say redundant in this place? You ask the flag bearers; they will be able to point out where you need to go.
Very well.
And a map would be rather pointless here. I'm sure you'll see what I mean when you step outside.
Very well.
So, as you step outside the tent, you see that you. What is that?
Serpent folk from
Ah, yes.
Call of Cthulhu.
Lovecraftian things, yeah. So, as you step out of the tent, you see that you are on a rise in the ground. That is where this big tent is. You can see that on the outside, it is very prominently red. It's a sort of a deep blood red looking kind of thing, and it's got lots of gold trim on it. This is quite obviously a tent that is meant to be risen up above the rest of the tents and very prominent. And speaking of the rest of the tents, you look out in front of you, and it is a sea of tents. Every colour, every size, stretching from horizon to horizon as far as you can see.
See one over there, which is just a stretched human that has been made into a tent.
There will be a couple of those,
Yeah.
yes. But they are constant. Occasionally there are paths that sort of cut their way through this, and you can see these flag bearers that he talked about, which are, there's one not 20 feet from you, which is a small halfling man with a 30-foot pole with a little flag on the top of it.
I'm going to go to him.
Of course.
Excuse me, my good sir.
Hmm?
We're looking for. I give him the description of the girl. I give him a description. Well, she's believed to be a hag, and we're acting on behalf of Mudstrom Grabley.
Oh, you're acting on behalf of the foreman. Yes, not no wonder. Well, I'm sorry to say that they could be anywhere, to be perfectly honest.
Do you know of anybody who might have, particularly attentive, might have spotted them?
Well, I mean, they're in the little market. Do you know if they needed anything? Maybe one of the vendors can help you.
They explicitly didn't get pins.
Oh. Oh, that is strange. Well, if they're a hag, that would burn like anything. Let me think a minute.
She also ensured the child didn't have one.
Oh.
Which suggests things.
Well, maybe you would like to try... If they're a hag, they're not buying something for themselves unless it's terribly unsavory. What about something for the child? Maybe they would have gone somewhere to placate the child. A toy shop or something of some similar ilk.
Potentially.
Or bribery with food, potentially.
That's also a possible.
Toys.
Human children like toffee apples, don't they?
They like sweet things in general, from what I can recall.
It's been a while since I bought anything, so what sort of sweets do they have these days?
I wouldn't know, I've been dead for.
I think you're the youngest here who's still got a memory, so...
Just the normals that you get. Like the coke bottle,
Silly
like, covered in
question.
sugar.
Oh.
Anything majorly covered in sugar.
It's being the
Coke
kind of
bottles covered in
place it
sugar.
Yeah,
is.
you get like little coke bottles.
It being
Like
somewhere you can get
Hagrid's,
anything
got
you
the little
require,
coke bottles.
would there be a local
This is my
merchant
character,
that
it's like-
sells information you want to
Glass bottle.
Or information brokers,
maybe
I can
sugar.
certainly point out to you, sir.
Oh, so it's like a sugar glass.
No. It's gelatin.
Oh, so it's just shaped like a bottle.
Yeah, shaped like a bottle,
Right.
but
Okay.
covered in sugar.
Sweet shops.
Sweet shops, yeah.
Toy shops.
Your compatriot acquired about information brokers as well. Now,
Not a bad idea.
the sweet shop district, if you go down this road here and take a right, then you'll be in the sweet shop district. And if you want the information brokers, if you go down the same road and turn left. Trust me, the maps make sense to you. Well, I say maps, the directions will make sense to you a little bit later. You'll find one of us on every street corner and they will give you the directions. Honestly, giving you a physical map is quite literally pointless.
Yes, given the scale of this place, I would imagine it would be rather a tedious performance to make one.
Well, practically impossible.
I assume it changes.
Yes,
Hey, Lord
changes. Is too large to physically map. Isn't really a physical plane at all. It's all sort of very complicated, really.
Doesn't obey any kind of Euclidean geometry, I would imagine.
Oh, no, nothing Euclidean about this place.
Oh boy.
Are there any like places they can stay? Like
Well, we have, yes, we have
inns.
inns of a stripe, yes. Large tents, that would be, and he points behind him. If you go down here and take the second left, that would take you to the inns.
Let's check the sweet shop and
Sweet
toy shop
shop.
first,
An info, then go
and then go
inns.
inside.
And then, yeah, the information.
Or
Sounds like a
bargain.
good plan to
Go
me.
50-50 info and
and then
inns.
meet back at the.
So you're
Yeah.
splitting the
Junction.
party.
I wouldn't split the party,
No.
especially since there's a lot of memories I don't want to lose.
We are presently in a situation where we don't know where we're going, and we know for a fact that these people have already interacted with some from our agency, and yet none of us had this place talked about from the agency to us.
Well, we only had the one team of yours come through before. I assume you're Men in Black people, are you?
Yes, I'm assuming it didn't go too well for them.
Oh, no, it went fine. They spent a lot of memories.
Yeah.
That's why they haven't come back.
I don't suppose this guy's familiar, is he?
I may have to check something with Mr. Grabley, if you'll just excuse me. And he
Just on that
plants
point,
his...
just on that point, if
Mm.
I have been here before, are there transactions that I can look in and see what I spent here?
I will also have to check that with Mr. Grabley, if you just give me one moment.
Yeah.
Of course.
And he plants his flagpole on the ground and then scurries off into the red tent. You hang around for about 5 minutes and he comes back out. And he says, sir, you do seem to have been here before.
Oh,
Yes. And you did make a number of transactions.
Which you still haven't paid.
You're
under arrest.
We will be taking your remaining memory slots. No,
You were sent out to get more.
yeah. You did make a number of transactions, but you did not come off the worst of them.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh boy. What happened to the others?
I'm not at liberty to say. They
I
are not amongst your party.
Client confidentiality.
Yes,
I
quite so.
can quite easily assume what happened to the others, knowing what happened to him.
Well,
Where
they said
did he spend his memories?
One moment, and he scrabbles into the tent again.
Maybe we should just speak to Grabley. It'd probably be easier.
This poor fucking
Yeah.
go-between.
Should we just go to the tent and speak to Grabley directly?
I mean, the dude's literally doing his job.
Yeah, just let him do his job.
We'll ask him when he comes back.
And he scrabbles back to you, and he says, well, you seem to have made a number of purchases, sir. You seem to have bought food and rooms and board and all that kind of thing. You did also buy some very expensive equipment, but you seem to have been relatively reserved in those kinds of purchases.
Oh,
Well, that might explain some of your memory problems.
yes.
Is there anything else I can do to help you, gentlemen?
I think we're good for now, thank you. Man.
Thank you for your help.
He picks up his flag again and just stands there,
Right.
waiting patiently.
Well, we better be off.
Toy shops.
Oh, sir, if you want to know what you bought, please speak to Mr. Brabley on your way out. In private.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to tell the rest of us. That's
Can't discuss it. Client confidentiality.
yeah, of course.
He bought sex toys.
Yep.
Dragon sex toys.
+3 bad dragon. Of pleasure.
This is where it turns out he is actually a dragon.
You don't know.
Mm.
Anyway, so the little market is open to you. You can buy basically anything here.
It seems like
And I am opening this up to you as players. But
This
the
is a
price,
mistake.
the price may be something you are not willing to pay.
Now, just a quick comment before we get ahead of our merry way. Learning from your past mistake, I suggest food and board not the kind of thing you want to buy in a place like this.
I don't know. Can't remember. Learning from your mistakes.
You
What would be good if I could remember my
Always
mistakes?
inquire about prices. You
Mhm.
do not have to
Oh, yeah.
purchase.
We don't have to agree to purchase straight away.
Of course.
Mhm.
not.
Yeah.
Can help. I imagine they can haggle.
I'm a 7-foot dragon who's a thief.
When it's your
Are you
men,
telling the rest
You-
of the party this?
You can try to steal something from these people.
But if you get caught and they just take random memories, that could be quite fun. My name is.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
you've lost your proficiency with magic.
Yeah. Shit.
What was to the left?
You serve which god?
So down and left was this is it's relatively
You don't remember
arbitrary
anymore.
because these directions will sort of just be where you need to be. But you've got directions to the information brokers, to the sweet district, and to the inn district.
Did we also
basically.
get toys? Sorry.
Yes, I'm going to say that the toys are going to be next to the sweets because that makes sense.
Yeah.
We will go to the sweets first,
Mhm.
and the toys next, and because they're next to each other,
Yeah.
we should then check out. I kind of want to avoid going to the information brokers because they will charge us,
Yes.
and that would be a bad idea from all of us.
Yes.
Because he did not deny that you could lose your proficiency with magic. So we could lose character
That's
features.
what is a memory at the end of the day?
Critical part of who you are. My personality could change significantly.
Well, according to him.
Let me put it this way. My personality could change significantly if certain memories were not mine anymore.
Yeah,
My people aren't exactly known for being friendly.
no, I gathered from your dietary habits. If I wouldn't be so rude.
Look, I can't help my biology any more than you can help yours. And nor can humans. They're delicious.
Well,
You see someone roasting an arm.
Yeah.
Spit.
I'm just going to stop and just go, I miss the old days sometimes. The Roman Empire was so much fun. Gladiator fights. The dinner's afterwards.
Anyway,
Yeah.
just keep walking.
So, would anybody
Have you
like
ever
to?
found my corpse?
Would anybody like to purchase any food and drink while you're here? As you're walking down the street,
No.
you are going past some truly delicious smelling things.
Oh yeah, there's long pork.
Yes, there is long pork.
Short
There
pork.
is short
Short
pork.
pork.
There is crab. There is someone's roasting a Star Child tentacle, which is to say one of Cthulhu's spawn.
Oh,
There's loads of shit here.
Okay.
You can buy anything,
I am
and it is all smelling
I am.
very good.
just gonna lock my attention forwards, and I'm putting one foot in front of the other.
Silly question.
I'm so tempted to make you make a wisdom save.
Go for it.
Make a wisdom save.
Silly question. Can I smell?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
can
Yeah,
smell.
you smell quite badly. It's we don't say anything.
Yeah, you can smell.
Okay. So I don't breathe, so how do I smell?
No, just because you don't breathe doesn't mean you can't take in air. You still have the mechanisms to do it.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Save.
4. That long pork is looking real tasty, and you know what? You haven't had Star Child steak for a long time.
Just wait there a moment, gentlemen.
Oh god.
Which one are you going to? The long pork or the Star Child?
Long pork, evens.
Yep.
Star Child, odds.
Cool.
Long pork.
Long pork it is.
Oh.
So you go over to this little goblin.
Anybody stopping me?
No.
No.
Okay. You go over to this.
That's what we said no to food, but if you want to lose some childhood memories, I'm not one to
Well,
judge.
my 7-foot actually did you pick him up like that and just hold him?
Well, you'd have to make a strength check.
My strength shit, so no.
There you go then.
It's add to your athletics.
Yeah, no.
You're not even going to try.
You
No.
can try.
I will say you failed your wisdom save, so you are actively going for this. If you wish to try and restrain him, this will be an opposed grapple.
I will use my acrobatics
Okie dokie.
because that's a better chance.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
please.
It's fine. It's your character. So yeah, roll a strength athletics check,
What
please.
is
Then
It's D20.
yes, yeah, D20, and then add your athletics bonus.
Oh, 5.
Your mod is better than that. I'm pretty sure. What did you get?
You allow me to use acrobatics?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, acrobatics.
7. You only just beat it, but
I
you did
rolled
beat it.
a 2.
Oh wow! Wow. So you only just beat it, but you do in fact beat it. You go to grab him by the lapel.
It just
and,
dodges
yep,
under.
you just fucking
Snake-like just...
yep, you snack it away, and you come face to face with this goblin that is standing on a stool roasting this arm, and you can see that there are
It's crispy.
pieces of like
Oh, my old
thigh
mate,
steak.
crispy bacon.
Goblin these nuts.
Nice. Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
Let me see.
What a nice metacarpal.
That's fingers. They're crunchy.
Mm.
Actually, no, he did like crunchy fingers now. I
He
remember.
does.
Oh. Mm.
I fry them in tallow,
What type of talent?
Polynesian.
Ooh. Ooh, that's good to get. That's the
Mm,
good shit.
it is good shit, isn't it?
Barbecue fingers.
You do a barbecue sauce.
I can do a barbecue sauce, yeah.
So, how much is it for? And I list off a couple of cuts.
Mm-hmm. I'll set 3 mundane memories for that. Needing a little explanation on prices? Been here
Yes.
before? So,
First time.
mundane memories, you see, are the ones that you don't really need. They're just basic currency around here. So those are the ones of you, I don't know, so, yeah, sweeping floors, taking a piss, whatever. All of those stuff. At the end of the day, they have value enough that they can be traded. If you want some of the good shit, and he'll point off into, like, those silver tents over there, that's the weapons district. If you want to purchase some really good stuff, you're going to have to trade some key memories. Some big pieces. That's what we refer to them as.
I don't suppose there's any automotive dealers around here, is there?
Oh, yeah, there are a few of them, yeah. If you ask one of the flag bearers, they'll be able to point you in the direction.
No. Just mundane memories. Do I get to select or do you get to select?
Oh, well, I can put them in front of you and then you can make a selection for me, yeah?
Go ahead.
So what he will do is he will go over to a little brass sort of chronometer device.
Yeah.
And he will put his finger on one of the two little orbs that are down by it. And he puts his finger on it and he says, if you could please put your finger on the other one. And what happens is, for you, you see all of these memories sort of like flash before your eyes at a speed that you can comprehend them.
Is anybody else seeing this?
No, this is just you.
Okay.
He can also see them.
How about this one? How about that one there? I'm going to go with one which is like a normal memory. Nothing too important. Maybe polishing a car.
Okay, one there.
The next one I'm going to go with a bit more mundane. This is like just cleaning the kitchen. And the final one, because I'm feeling nice, and this is the first time we've ever done this, I'll give one that's a little bit more interesting, like maybe something. It's still not going to be like ridiculous, but it's going to be old.
Old. Oh.
Like something from medieval period.
Ooh, very nice.
It's again just conventional thing, but it's old.
Oh. A very tasty morsel, sir.
Consider it a tip.
Well, thank you. And you take your fingers off it, and a little mote of energy concentrates.
I assume I take my finger off now?
You do, yes.
It's like contactless card payments.
Yes, pretty much, yeah. We came up with it first, actually.
That doesn't surprise me. Humans are, well, delicious.
And a little mote of white light forms at the bottom of this thing. And he plucks it out and just... very nice. So he takes a little tray for you.
I'm imagining it's like fish and chips.
Pretty much, yeah.
He just comes over.
Yeah.
I'm a hypocrite, I know.
Crunch, crunch. Yeah, there we go.
So they say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And you see more stomach than heart to me, friend.
Ooh.
That's an accurate description.
I mean, he's a snake. So quite
Snake.
Snake. So, now you know how the market works.
Yeah.
So, where would you like
to go buy a car?
Yeah. So, where would you like to go now?
To bed.
Toys. Sweets, toys.
Sweets, then toys. Okay. So, you meander your way down the street, and then you turn left, I think I said?
Right.
Right. You turn right to the sweets district. So you see before you, it seems to be a very sort of brightly coloured district. Lots of baby pinks and baby blues and bright greens and bright yellows and that kind of thing. There is a thick scent of sugar in the air, of course.
I think I just acquired
My teeth
diabetes from breathing.
So,
type 3 diabetes.
type 3 diabetes.
3?
Aeolian diabetes. So, you can see that
Bubonic diabetes.
Bubonic diabetes. So, there are all of these various tents and stalls around the place, and there is, of course, your customary flag bearer on the corner.
Going to go over to the flag bearer first, give him the same basic information as last time. So, we're looking for these people. They may have come through here about a week back, maybe more recently because time is...
Okay. So you see this guy is actually an older Sverfneblin. And he thinks, no, come you mention it, actually. I did see someone of that description coming through here not too long ago. Go over there to the candy floss stall over there. They might be able to tell you a bit more about it.
Very well. Thank you for your assistance.
Welcome. If you need me again, you know where I am.
I'm going to head over towards the candy floss store. I assume everybody else.
So,
what's the person behind the store here?
So there is a sort of matronly-looking halfling woman that is standing behind this stall. The stall is high enough for all of... Well, there are multiple different heights of it.
Close this over as we approach and put it away.
Appreciated, sir. And she's busy spinning up floss.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm afraid we need to ask whether or not you've seen a person of such and such description, and I give the description. We're looking into a matter of a child's disappearing on behalf of Mudstrom Grabley.
Oh, you're working for the foreman, right? Well, yes, no, they did pass through here about a week ago, it would seem.
Do you happen to remember anything about where they may have been going? Anything they talked of? Anything distinctive that the child may have had on them?
Well, she was giving in to basically everything that the child wanted. And the child wanted a lot of things, and she was paying handsomely for it, I can tell you.
Are we going to find this kid just completely piled up with toys and shit, and there's just a completely brain-dead hag?
That would be funny, I didn't think of that, but no.
He's actually got exploited to...
If the child is actually the villain.
Yep.
It's an innocent hag.
Well, she did try to abduct a kid.
Yeah, no, the child persuaded her.
Oh.
No. So, yes, and she was paying very handsomely for it too. From what I can remember, the child was wearing a purple jacket, and there seemed to be 4 little birds going around the grandmother as well.
And they were birds. They weren't any kind of illusion that you saw?
Not really my wheelhouse, sir.
Anybody around here who that might be the wheelhouse of?
I suppose you could always try the magical district. There's no guaranteeing that they actually went through there.
But you might have spotted it if they did.
Potentially, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any floss while you're here?
I can't taste sweet.
Oh, that is a shame. What about your companions? Any for you?
I remember when that
They
came
put
to
the glass weight it.
Oh, yes. That's a good point. Yes. Yeah.
When did it turn to carbon if you ate it? Because it would...
No, 'cause it turns like it'll melt it, so it goes together, makes like a sugar glass thing. Then start burning.
It's a hardcore sweet.
Only if you breathe it.
Anything for you,
Yeah.
sir?
candy floss. I remember when that came to America.
Lovely.
It's a country.
Oh, yes. No, you're from Earth, aren't you? Yes, of course. Of
Yes.
course.
It's the one which, Third World War.
I do, yeah. Sorry, we don't keep up with Earthling relations. Yeah.
I was trying to see if she knew of anything of future events. No, she doesn't. Never mind. Okay.
She does not give a fuck.
Right. Thank you for your assistance.
Oh, you're welcome. Shame you didn't buy any candy floss.
Sorry, I can't taste it.
Yeah, that's all
Do you know
right.
which way they went?
Yes, which way did they go? They would have gone down that way to the left.
Actually, being able to bribe the child might not be a bad idea. Fuck it. How much for a big bag of candy floss? Bag,
Oh!
possibly.
A big bag. Oh, 1 second. She jumps off her stool and she sort of scurries into the much smaller tent that's sort of attached to this.
Ideally one that's going to be reasonable for travelling around a bit.
Oh, not something huge then.
That sort of size?
About as big as me then, yeah?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. And so she goes into the back and she pulls out a big paper bag and she puts it on the top of the candy floss machine.
Oh.
And
How much would this be?
for this much. Let's call it two mundanes.
Anybody else want to contribute, or shall I do this?
I'll do split one with you.
Sure, because I've got a lot of memories.
I'll probably do like take the piss or something.
What do you mean?
Mundane memories, like going to a look.
Oh, fair enough. Well, as long as she's okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
And
okay
so-
with us splitting the cost?
Yeah, sure, of course, not a problem.
Okay.
So she will proffer you this big old bag, and she will put this little barometer in front of you.
Do you want to go first, or shall I?
It'll have to be one at a time, if
go
that's
first.
all right.
First.
There you go.
You literally put a memory of you pissing.
Yes.
How many
Will do.
penises does he have?
How many penises does he have?
6.
Oh my goodness. Do you have a hemipene?
Oh. Why did I ask?
The
This was your fault.
A snake does literally have a hen.
It's true, they do.
Or is he's a standard peanut?
I'm with Dragon Ball.
That's
Yeah.
tentacle peens. That's what that is. Now we're just in hentai territory.
Yeah, no, we don't need
No.
And then also a memory from yourself.
Driving along a back road.
Perfect. That'll do nicely. She swallows both motes. Here is your condom. Fucking
Did you say here is your condom?
It was because you made a joke about the swallowing.
No, I said he went down the back road.
I thought this was a sweet shop.
Here
Not a
is your,
chemist.
here is your.
Here is your condom.
What is a chemist, not a joke shop? Here is your candy floss. Thank you very much for patronising.
I just realised I don't have any hands free. Could you carry that?
Yeah.
My finger.
Put it in one of my
would take it off
pockets.
square. No, it's like that big.
It's huge. This is
Yeah,
like a this is like a,
Yeah.
a 3-foot bag of
pocket.
candy floss. This is
Put it
huge.
in your bag of holding.
We don't have a bag of holding.
We do.
Oh, we do.
We literally picked up.
Oh, yes, you do, don't
Fucking
you?
bag of
We put it in
holding.
a bag of holding then.
Sure, perfect. That'll do.
And handcuffs for some reason.
Well,
I mean-
we're rescuing somebody.
Candy floss is extremely light,
Unless
so
you're
that
eating.
takes up basically no weight.
And then, okay, so she suggested maybe checking out the Magic District,
Mhm.
so we can ask the guy to go there. Let's check out the Toy District next, because it sounds like she was buying a lot of stuff for the kid.
She did say that they went down that way, and she will point off to the left. You know this, well, you don't actually know, but you can ask the flag bearer as to
Yeah.
which way this would have gone.
Okay. We'll go over to the flag bearer. We'll explain the situation. Explain we're acting on behalf of Mudstrom, and that
He already knows that. You told him that already.
is it the same guy?
Yeah, same
My
guy that's
apologies
first
then.
Neblin with the
In that
beard.
case, I'll just say she was given directions from perspective of there that it would be to the right, and this was a week back.
Oh, that would be the magical zoology section. Don't know why they're going in there.
Unicorn, always bloody
Unicorn, no.
horses with.
Maybe a unicorn. I don't know. I wouldn't like to speculate.
No.
It's a 10-year-old girl. It's going to be horses.
Probably.
Locate object. Purple jacket.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't use magic in.
Actually, no. Hold on. Ask him.
Mhm.
Is it safe to use magic in here? Locational magic.
Oh, locational magic is perfectly fine. Yes,
If
just
you-
don't start any rows.
Okay. In that case, if you want to give it a try, but I don't think they're going to be in this area. Is the thing.
And it is a large area as well. So.
1,000 feet.
Yeah, it's not going to be in that area.
Yeah, this area is like tens of thousands of miles.
Well, it looks like we're going to see some
Wizard.
magical creatures.
Really
What
dumb
wizard
question.
Magical zoology. Zoology.
If I cast locate object
We.
and then transform into an animal, do I keep up locate object?
Yeah, because you cast it beforehand and it's a concentration spell.
So can you literally turn into a bird and fly around
He could theoretically, yeah.
with locate object?
This is what I'm thinking.
We have the
He's only-
photo, so
He does,
Yes.
but he does only have 10 minutes. And as the crow flies, this place is a
I
lot.
think we should get. I think we should get closer. So let's keep following the trail, but we'll be ready to use that once we get close, because that should find
I
me.
could turn into like a small bird that travels quite fast.
Will
Like a
point out-
hummingbird.
I will point out they have mentioned that there are things that could threaten us here. Usually things from outside. Birds. We have seen people. We have seen people being roasted here. Birds are not.
Birds
I
are
mean,
really
I will
ruthless.
say that this cold iron pin that you've got, from your knowledge of the Fae, you know that, and this is just all of your general knowledge from being MIB agents.
Small point.
Mhm.
It's absorbed into him.
Yeah, that's still okay.
It's like a, okay.
Yeah. Because you've got it on you and it's counted as part of your gear, he's still in possession
Okay,
of
fair
it
enough.
when he turns back into a normal person. So
Well,
he is.
you say normal.
Well, yeah. When he turns back into a human, we'll say that. He is still in possession of said pin and it is on his person. These pins aren't just things that ward away the Fae. They're also things that stop you from basically being purloined as merchandise.
Yeah.
Right.
So if someone is avoiding this pin, you know that either they're affected by the pin,
Or selling.
or selling, or they can look after themselves enough
Ed.
that they're not going to be.
Ed, while we're having this discussion, I'm just going to step back from the others slightly and do a quick scan of the food I'm eating.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a match for our missing kid, is it?
No.
Good.
No. Caucasian male, mid-40s.
Mhm.
Do you want to do anything more? No, fair. There you go. Cool. So where are you going next?
To the cryptozoologists.
Couldn't we try the inns just to see if they've stayed there?
We know they headed towards there. We don't know if they've gone towards the inns yet.
But if they have stayed at the inns, they could pick up a scent.
Yeah, but there's no point in going, oh, maybe they have, when we know that we've literally been told
They've
that they've gone this
yeah.
way.
Eliminate the ones we can. We know they've been linked to,
Yeah.
and then we can go into ones where we're like they could have gone there.
Fair enough. Okay, so you would like to go to the cryptozoology district, yeah? Cool.
We'll get the directions.
So he gives you the directions. You're going to have to go through a couple of other districts to get there today. So you've got to go through, first off, the Armourers district. And by Armourers, this is both weapons and armour. It's the Smiths district is probably a
You're
more
tempting
accurate
us,
thing.
sir. You're tempting us.
Am I?
Are we going
I
to go
don't
past
know
the
what you
automotive one as well?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's on your way out.
Hmm.
Who knows? Maybe the market takes your want into account.
Hmm.
So you are going to have to go through that, and then you're going to have to go through the magic district, and then you will end up in the magical zoology section.
Well, she did mention that the magic district might have people who may have seen them, so we can always ask in the magic district on the way.
That's a good shout.
So you meander down the street, and you find yourself in the armourers section after you turn a few corners. This place is all metal. Everything around you is decorated in shades of various metals. Coppers, golds, silvers, brasses.
You blend in here.
It's true, he does. And there are a number of dragonborns working the forges in here as well. Obviously, they are the assistants to much smaller things. And those smaller things are, in fact, dwarves. So, you are in the weapons district. And all of you need weapons.
Nope. I have very little left to sell, so I look around and I'm like, I have no
Do you
mundane.
know that?
Yeah, they've explained that there are
No.
memories, and I can't remember fuck all.
No, you haven't actually pressed on one of those things because that shows all your memories,
Mm-hmm.
including ones you might not necessarily have access to. I believe is what you're hinting at.
I will go up to somebody
Mm-hmm.
and I will say, I don't know how much currency I have. I'm wondering if I could see what I have available to sell to you.
And you want to check your bank account, do you?
Yes.
All right.
There's an ATM over there, you stupid.
Yeah. Check the fucking big barometer in the corner, you twat. No, he produces his little barometer and he says, put your finger in the middle there. That's the viewing portion. So you put your finger on there. All of the memories that you have in your brain from being with these people flash before your eyes. And then a huge amount of memories that are grey and fuzzy at the edges flash before you. And a number of them are violent indeed.
Ooh. Does that jog my memory of any of? Do I start to remember any of these things happening?
Roll a d20.
Can we,
16.
could you give him guidance?
No, it's just a d20 roll.
Remember better.
With a 16,
Do you remember?
No.
you do gain back a couple of memories of you being in the little market. You remember that you were there purchasing these food and drink items, and you remember purchasing a weapon as well, a pistol of extremely fine quality. You also remember that there were 4 people with you. 3 of them, their faces don't mean anything to you. But one of them, their face is very familiar.
Who is it?
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black.
Oh.
A younger Mr. Black, about 25 years younger. But it's still Mr. Black.
And you're the one who's buying the high-end equipment.
See anything interesting in there?
This is very strange.
Hmm?
So, This is strange because I have memories from before I thought I was that old. I didn't believe I was as old as that.
Mind if I take a look, sir? Put your finger on the other one.
Please tell me he looks at it and then just goes,
No!
No, so the memories
The
of flashed
beast!
before
The
his-
beast is mine! Oh my god!
So it shows memories of me.
Kill him! Kill him! Quick!
It shows memories of me from 25 years ago.
That would seem to be the case in that one.
And
yeah,
I am an
so-
adult.
Well, you look to be an adult, yes.
But do I look any older?
Can't see.
I don't know,
I
I
can't
can't
see
see what you look like.
I believe that I was about 30 years old. And yet 25 years ago I was an adult purchasing things. I wasn't a 5-year-old child looking up at them.
And this is something that isn't common for you? You don't do time traveling, hopping about things?
Well,
Now I'm the one dressed like a time traveller here.
Yeah, and I'm old enough.
I'm sorry, mate, that's not my area of expertise.
but I now remember these memories.
You do remember these memories,
Maybe
yeah.
go talk to somebody in the magic district.
I will, yeah, maybe do go talk to somebody. I think there's a chronomancer in there. If I remember it correctly, his name's Wizenet. Go in there, go to the flag bearer, ask him where he is. He might be able to help you.
Chronomancers? Oh, fuck.
Mm.
Oh well,
Yeah.
it's nice knowing you. This is time fuckery time. This is going to go bad.
Yeah.
We love a bit of time fuckery.
Time.
A wizard.
I mean,
Wizenet.
I do like running time-based stuff, as I'm sure you've noticed.
If we go past him, or if we're going in that area, I will go speak to him.
I will say, sir, those memories, even though you can't see them, they're still good for trade. Not that I can see them at all, but you can generally tell if they're mundane or
I
not.
think you should probably buy something from this guy for all the help he's given you.
Yes. What do
I mean, it would be nice to have the trade.
What's he got?
Yeah, what have you got? that
What do you need?
What do you buy?
No. What is this guy specialise in? What's he got around?
What do you need?
Oh boy, he's got everything.
Yeah.
And it's weapons exclusively or armour.
Weapons,
Lots of
armor, whatever you need. If it kills you or keeps you alive, I can make it for you.
Does he have any rings, magic rings?
Oh, magic rings, you're looking for the magic
Yeah,
district.
so
I
it's
do
specific.
armor and weapons.
Kevlar armor.
Ah, if you want Kevlar, I can do it for you.
I mean, we've got guns.
So my
Yeah, I've got
proficiencies are-
magical plate mail back there. No bullet's gonna go through that.
So
How
I
much would that
am
be?
proficient in light,
Depends what
medium,
memories you got.
light, medium, or shields. What shields do you have?
I mean, it depends if I'm right of rebirth or just a
If
normal
you do
one.
get a shield, make sure it's one you can disguise.
What kind of thing you looking
Sorry,
for?
I'm
It
looking for
depends if
shield
I'm
that
right
I
of
can
rebirth, Dragon Ball, or just a normal one.
easily transport
Where's this
in
one?
between use.
This is for everyone on the table, so I will just need both of your attention for just a minute.
Yeah.
If they ask you, what are you looking for? This is your opportunity
To describe what you want.
to ask for any magic item. The price may be high. So, what shield would you like?
I'm after a shield that is
Because you've got normal Dragon Ball.
collapsible,
Yeah, but
storable,
rebirth.
easily.
Oh, that's fandom. That's a different thing.
Yeah, I reckon I've got one of
I
those.
think that's from a different setting.
He'll go back into his storeroom at the back, and he'll produce something that looks like a little sort
Hey.
of gauntlet thing.
Hey, Papa Spiritus, good to see you.
Oh, hello. A gauntlet thing that looks like it's got a sort of golden wing on it. And he'll put it on. This is a collapsible one. So, if I may demonstrate to you how it works. And he slaps the shield's boss, and it goes... Is this the kind of thing you're looking for, Beth? Wonderful. And it collapses back again. Takes it off his arm, and he puts it in front of you. No, for that, we'll say one minor memory.
Oh, that should
What
be
is
fun.
a mine?
When
So-
you've been out digging.
He's good at that.
Yeah.
I'm imagining this is going to be something that actually matters because it's not mundane,
Correct.
but it's not a massive thing.
No,
So it would be like passing a test.
wasn't what I had in mind.
Sending a letter to a friend.
Oh. No. So,
Meeting someone important.
for a minor memory, what you do, if this is a price you're willing to pay,
Oh no.
choose a skill in which you do not have proficiency.
Okay.
Or, well, actually, have you got your character sheet up there?
Yes.
Let me
gonna
have
be
a look, Ski.
Is this a minus to that skill?
Maybe.
This is dangerous,
So,
boys.
you've got 1, 2, 3.
Same
Oh, sorry.
bonus.
Sorry.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And down again.
I bet you
8,
can't do it from a
9,
skill you have a
10,
minus.
11, 12,
I bet
13.
you can't do it from a skill you've got a
So,
minus in.
Maybe.
so 13 maths. Okay.
Wait, you've added the drive skill.
Huh?
You've added the drive skill to this game.
Yes, I have.
So anybody who doesn't have any interest in driving, you could just tell your drive
You
skill.
entirely can, yeah. Would you like to choose or would you like to roll?
I would like to choose.
Okay. And what skill would you like to choose? If you trade this this minor memory,
Yeah.
you will modify that skill by -1.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It's a minor memory, and he's not asking for something super flashy.
No.
He's asking for a regular shield that can be concealed.
Yeah, which is a very good idea.
Yeah. You get into +1, +2, +3. Better.
I will
Territory.
choose
Hmm.
intimidation, as I am absolutely turd at it already.
That is fair.
Perfect.
Is it a positive modifier?
Is it a positive
No,
modifier?
it was 0.
No, +0 is
You,
fine.
you allow that?
+0 is
Okay.
fine,
So
yeah.
it becomes-
+0 is the base that you can do, but that's fine.
So it becomes a minus.
-1, yes. And I'd probably make a note of that, just that, like, the
I have-
little market is where you've got this.
I have literally just put in the customized section, you can put soul memory -1.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's baller. That's perfect. Yeah. Exactly that. So,
Intimidation's so shitty. I'm selling
And-
for till £250. My intimidation was 1.
You don't have a very assertive personality? Maybe. Well, you're a stealth specialist. You blend into the background too much.
that's a good point.
Does your
So-
intimidation change depending what form you're in? Because if you're normal, if you look like a normal human, then you change to a lizard. Are you more intimidating as a lizard?
I would say
Or
in
is
your
it-
game, it technically, I would say flavor-wise, yes, but
Yeah,
in
but
terms
not
of
in
mechanics,
terms of actual mechanics. No.
Okay.
So,
That's adding another layer of complexity that I don't need.
Fair.
so is it just a standard +2
No,
shield
don't
that is
transform
now
back.
It is a
Before
+2
we go
shield
through
that
trees.
has the concealable trait,
I'll have to do this.
So-
which means that you can put it,
Actually, I
you
think
can
I
basically
can
carry
use
this anywhere you need.
I have just renamed a shield as a
Foldable shield, yeah. Foldable shield,
No.
collapsible shield,
and
either
it's
would be
just a
perfect.
standard
Finish
+2
fortune.
HP.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's worth anything different now in because
Male.
at the moment it's cost 10.
In terms of, I'd say it would be 50.
He says
Yeah,
eating
for this
part.
one.
Cost override.
And notes
Bit like
are
a
you
wine.
can,
Bit like a wine, you can tell
And-
the vintage.
the notes would be
yes.
you can
He is
conceal
lying,
this
by the
and
way. He
take
got
this
that from the
anywhere.
scanner earlier.
I believe him.
I could roll a deception if you like.
Yeah, fucking why not? Do good.
Farm break.
And so he will proffer the barometer to you. Do you want to have one of the memories you remember of a minor memory, or one of the ones you don't remember?
I would like to use
Oh,
a
yes,
memory
yes.
of
Like
me
a wine.
trying to
Perfect.
intimidate
Yes, that's the
someone. I do
excellent
remember.
analogy.
but
Very
I was
He said,
terrible at
"Patting the
anyway.
scanner."
Very nice.
So it didn't scare anybody anyway. And I was
Very,
like,
very nice indeed. Okay, cool. So we will do the thing, and a little
I got inspiration.
silver mote
Yeah.
this time rather than a
So,
white mote. So he
Yeah,
picks the
he's
silver
full of
mote
shit.
out.
Like a wine.
I hope you
Man, we
find
never
a
have
great
wine at your
deal
house.
of
need
use
to double check
from
the
this.
head,
Thank you very much for your custom.
I put on the foldable shield.
So
Can any of your other companions
Oh.
patronize me
Do
today?
you have any scale mail that's bulletproof?
Well, what kind of thing are you looking for? You need very good armor. Anything that's magical in nature will be bulletproof, but it just depends on how good you want the protection to be.
Don't forget your armor's also got to be disguisable. So I think scale mail was the limit you set for stuff.
So in terms of what you are wearing currently, it's slightly more semantic than that. You can wear any kind of armor as long as it's Men in Black equipment. It is modern body armor, basically, but it has the AC equivalent.
So it looks like riot gear.
Yeah. So if you've got the extreme examples are, if you've got leather armor, you're wearing like grade 1 bulletproof vest,
Which you can get away with under a suit.
extremely conceivable. Yeah. You could get away with it under a t-shirt practically.
Just.
Yes.
So you're saying we can describe anything to him and he'll give us a price for what we're describing?
Yeah.
John Wick suit.
Huh.
Where he literally
think
just
about
holds
John
that
Wick
up
suit.
and it's bulletproof.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been trying to buy that recently.
Yeah.
A lot of you describe what he wears.
I get a lot of people from up trying to buy that. So you describe actual John Wick's suit.
Yeah.
Okay. So in game terms,
Would this be +1 studded leather?
would it be +1 studded leather?
No, because his thing's like loaded with Kevlar and everything.
0
Multiple
penetration,
shows.
but it's still gonna hurt if you hit it. That sounds yeah, like +1 studded.
Because it's still a suit. Or you could say it's mithril equivalent.
I like that more.
Yeah, because
Yeah. So this
break a rib. but
this
won't
would
kill you.
yeah, this would be mithril studded leather equivalent.
Well, it
I
wouldn't
think.
be.
Can
It
you
wouldn't
get
be. It wouldn't be mithril studded leather. It'd be like mithril scale, maybe. Mithril chainmail, maybe.
Mithril
I think mithril can be any type of
armor.
armor,
Any metal.
any metal type of armor.
Technically, it's any medium or heavy, but not hide armor.
Ooh,
So-
I'm proficient in medium.
By the way, this is going to be expensive.
Wait, you're
Very-
the medium.
You are correct.
How
This is
tall are
going
you?
to be expensive.
Normal height, like 5'10".
Oh, okay.
I am going to ask him if he does armor plating for vehicles.
Ooh. Well,
Not,
never tried my hand at it before, but I can give it a go.
not necessarily today, but this would be a potential project for the future.
Mm.
I might want to have a word with a few different people about helping other parts of the vehicle in question.
Well, you'd want to go to the automotive part of the yeah. If you look at the black, you look for the black and steel. That's what they are.
I was imagining black and brushed aluminium, but no, black and steel is the way to go.
Mhm.
Well, it's
You can see my character's like,
You're really battling with yourself
you've
here.
got the ghost of Ford on your shoulder.
oh, fuck forward. No, no, he's got the
no, I can't say what I was about to
he's
say about
got the
Ford.
ghost of Andre Citra.
And the demon of Ford on your shoulder.
I will say that John Wick's
Hans Ludwinka.
suit
Yeah.
would be scale mail mithril. That's what that is.
That's pretty good. Hold on. Yes, if anybody is wondering, this is the device that all my streams go through. It's a shitty Chinese phone from...
You say that, but you said it was better than your last phone.
No, I didn't. I said it's more durable than my last phone. It's not better.
Yeah.
It's more durable, though.
Sometimes that's all you need.
I have slightly scratched the screen. But...
I'll just say, Lawrence, I'm terribly sorry. I completely forgot the little contrivance that I was going to have you do. He was going to wander off in the direction of the guns.
Of course it was.
So, now we're in the weapons district, you see Argonath wanders off towards a sign with a big old revolver on it.
I'm just going to be like, one moment. Double check with him to make sure he is not just wandering off for no purpose and then head back to the rest of them.
And he goes, oh no, I'm going to look at the guns.
Did
And
somebody,
then he wanders off.
did somebody say a revolver?
And you wander off with it.
I'm not going to lie, I was seriously considering asking if he's got a Mataba Unica.
Ooh.
So mundane. You're asking for earthling weapons. I can make so much better than that.
I just wanted to look like a Manticore Unica.
Ah, okay. Okay. I could do something with that.
I need something that, blends in with the job. And I think
see.
that looks exotic at the same time as actually being a bit more exotic.
I think I get what you're putting down. Do you actually want him to look for this?
I will ask him what sort of prices he would have, but I'm saying I'm price ranging. I'm not looking to buy today.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I'm asking for prices.
Above table, are you looking for +1, +2, +3? What are you looking for?
Well, we're pretty early in the game, so I don't think more than +1 is a good idea.
Okay. So, he will tell you that would be... It was a minor memory for that, so that'll be 2 minor memories for a +1.
Or possibly, could that be done from the same skill, so it'd be a -2?
If you've got at least a +1 in said skill... then
Yes, so obviously it doesn't go down.
Yeah.
Too far. Okay.
So you were
That's
saying
not bad.
it would be mithril,
Mithril Scale Mail.
which would give me an AC of 40.
Plus your dex up to a max of 2. So, what's your dex? Yours is quite high.
About
Okay, so your dex from that would be an AC of 15.
And then
Which is actually less than your current.
well, no, because I've got my shield on. So I've
Oh, what
already
you
got,
currently
I've got breastplate
breastplate.
and full shield.
You're actually
Okay, sure.
basically exactly the same there.
Breastplate breastplate is AC 14 as well, isn't it? So there's no real advantage to me doing that.
I am loath to make it better than scale mail because at the end of the day, it's still just a suit.
Yes.
If I make it half plate, then we're getting into like, okay, this is a little silly.
Nice.
Yeah.
I will decline his offer and say thank you very much. I'll stick with my shield and as it doesn't really
I thought
improve
C3 drive
what I,
the other
on
day.
what I already have.
Understandable, sir. Well, if you do have any other ideas, please come back to me. You know what to find me now.
Do you mean the 2 CV?
Yeah, two CV.
Anything for anybody else?
The bulletproof scale mail.
Are you all going for this then? Yes. Righty ho.
Oh no, it's medium arm for him, so scale mail is
Yeah.
probably his best bet.
Yeah, scale mail is good.
Um,
Are you looking for something like this gentleman just asked for? Or are you looking for something a little more robust?
Something a little more robust.
Right. Okay, so in terms of game style, the
Dragon scale.
oh, let me remember what dragon scale is.
It might be a heavy armor, in which case no, but I think
Dragon scale, surely that's also.
there was a
also
mark.
medium.
Yeah, it was a 2 CV, a Mark
Yeah.
3 that I saw.
Scale mail medium, and it's the only armor it can be. In fact, is scale mail.
well, yeah, scale.
Requires attunement. You get a +1 bonus to your AC. Advantage on saving throws against the frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons. Resistance to 1 damage type determined by the kind of dragon that provided the scales on the of the armor. Additionally, you can focus your senses as an action to magically discern the distance, direction to the closest dragon within 30 miles of you that is of the same type as the armor. It can't be used again until the next dawn. So, you could go for that.
That's
could be
probably-
going that.
That's probably more expensive than I would imagine.
That is quite a bit more expensive than you
Yes,
would
but
imagine.
would it be worth it in the long run?
But for seeking out dragons, no, probably not.
Unless you're hunting down dragons.
Nah.
Fun then.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
It would be fun. That's true enough.
I just can't wait until you guys meet a Mercury dragon.
A Mercury dragon.
Does it
Jesus
sing at
Christ.
you?
Think hats.
Ah,
So, in terms of game mechanics, what he could offer you for sort of the limit of what you can do is half plate that is also mithril. So that would be half plate that doesn't impose disadvantage on your stealth checks.
That would be really good for you. Half plate doesn't have a +1 from. It doesn't have a plus from Dex, does it?
Yeah,
Oh,
+2. It's
up to
medium armor.
Oh, Well, yeah, but some medium armor doesn't.
All medium armor does. That's the whole point. Light armor is full dex, medium armor is +2, heavy armor is none.
How much would that be?
Are you looking for it to be +1 as well on that? Because that will make it truly bulletproof.
Yes.
Hmm.
Be at least 2 moments.
Yeah.
He was asking for a very similar thing. So yeah. That'll be 2 minor memories for you.
Minor memory.
Same as him, so 2.
That is to say, 1 of your, or well, 2 of your skills, in fact, that you don't have proficiency in will be a -1.
Could that also be saves?
No. No, saves are something different. Everything has a price.
Just remember, everybody, it is nearly 5 to
Animal
11.
handling. If you don't have any interest in doing animal handling.
Yeah, no, I've got handling. I send 2 of those across, but it's 4.
Can you take it both from animal handling?
Yeah, what's your modifier for animal handling?
4.
+4, yeah, you can entirely take 2 out of that.
So
So
you
it'll
go
be a
down to
+2.
2. Make a note somewhere that you solved the memory, because otherwise you will forget and be like, "What is this?"
Why are they not? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're not getting to a combat. So during your first session,
In fairness, Lawrence will probably be extremely happy about the fact that we haven't got to combat. So,
this is fair.
and considering what I'm throwing at you, you may want all party members here.
It's a coven.
Hmm?
It's a coven.
No, you don't know.
Child sacrifice.
Could be a hag dragon.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, hag dragons
I
are
feel
a
like
thing.
a hag dragon is probably a bit high level
What
for
you
you
do
guys.
is you get a coven of witches or
Mhm.
a coven of hags.
Mm-hmm.
Get a dragon egg, and they raise. They mutate it in the egg and then raise the dragon.
Wow. Grim. There you go. You have half plate +1. So that is 16 plus your dex modifier to a maximum of 2 for your AC.
Jesus Christ. That's not me.
So what's your dex modifier?
2.
+2. Okay, cool. So your AC is now 18.
And then you've got your shield.
So your AC is 20.
And if you ever use that spell, it becomes 22.
Is that Shield of Faith, the chance?
Yes.
Yeah. And if you use the spell Shield, then it's 27
Yeah.
against that attack.
Jesus. So, better armor.
I don't think he gets shield though.
Would I?
No.
So would I have to change where it says scale armor to?
Yes, you change that
You still
to...
have your old scale armor,
you do still have that.
so you could add it on as a separate one.
Mhm.
So I could do half plate.
Because the scale armor is still worth. Actually, would that be supplied by our? Would we be able to sell that?
As it's MIB property, it would be frowned upon.
Okay, but so we could go back to the armory and hand it in.
Yeah, you can hand it in.
Since he's
yeah.
using his own equipment from here on out, could he get an extra dispensation for alternative equipment?
From what?
The MIB.
So
Since he's not taking out armor, could he have I don't know, a little bit extra of something else instead?
Yeah, probably. I reckon so. Yeah, that seems sensible.
You're using your own equipment, sir?
Yeah, that seems good.
Half plate scale mail, bulletproof.
Cool. Perfect.
So, for reference, bulletproof does not mean that you become immune to bullet damage.
No. It just
It
means
doesn't go
that...
through the armor.
Yeah, it just means that if a bullet hits that, it's not
That
going
would
through.
be +1 on the dex as well, wouldn't it?
So your... No
that-
+1 for the dex.
does
That's
that
just for your
turn-
armor.
No.
armor
Does
class.
that turn all piercing damage into bludgeoning damage?
No, it doesn't. No, there are definitely gaps in the armor that can still be hit. Cool. But there you go, you have that. And this is... So as it's half plate, you could just about get away with this under a full suit. And you will still look kind of like... You will look like you've got gear on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You look like
basically.
you're wearing body armor, but
Yeah.
it's just body armor, not
Yeah.
necessarily
Oh!
wearing magical armor.
He's in a medieval suit of armor for some strange reason.
Let's shoot and see what happens.
Yeah.
He's wearing some high grade bulletproof stuff.
Yeah, so that's a kind what the fuck?
What the fuck? At that point, you would probably be like, "Oh, why did you have to shoot me with that?
You would probably be on your ass.
Yeah, you'd definitely be knocked on your ass by it, but you wouldn't die, which is
I'd still be
one good
alive.
thing. Yeah. You'd be winded as fuck, yeah, but you'd be all right.
Well, we headed
You'd have to
to
carry me out of there.
Mm-hmm.
the magic district then.
Yes, I think we should.
You adopted my accent. I think.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
My character is just sort of looking at his gun, looking at this guy's price quote. I will have to think on this.
And as we get to there, it is 2 minutes to 11.
Shall we round off the agenda?
I think now seems like a perfect place to round off.
Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. I apologise that today was a bit of a disrupted one because
Still think we got a fair bit done.
yeah, we got a fair bit done.
Disrupted shopping trip.
Little bit of a shopping trip. You have accidentally started a shopping trip. Well, not
I
accidentally.
wanted to give you guys all of this option to give you the ability to get stuff what you wanted for your character
I'm very
at a price at a low level.
I'm very tempted now to get myself a front bumper of my car that's specially reinforced so it can do ramming.
Pretty
And a
fucking fun.
boosted up engine and do it on his old like Riley.
Oh
So he's
wow!
got a
Old
post-
Camaro.
No, Riley. It's this post-war British car that's very low to the ground. It was only a 1.5 litre engine, but it was absolutely amazing in its day. Anyway, thank you for joining us tonight, folks. I've been joined tonight by our wonderful players and wonderful DM, in fact.
Thank you,
Toby.
Edward, Dave.
Luke.
And I am V, and I will be back on tomorrow, probably with some more Oblivion, but we'll see what you guys want. For now, though, I wish you all a good night.
Bye.